a swing off to decide the All-Star Game championship on who would win it, and Kyle Schwarber comes through. 3 bombs. Now, I just want you to imagine the pressure here. They throw him in there like they threw 2 other guys, and your responsibility is to hit a home run on pitches that you see, 3 swings. Now, if you don't think that's pressure, I don't know what is pressure. But he steps up and bang, and he one legs and goes down on the one knee to get that low pitch to hit the home run, the deciding home run. Fabulous. I don't think he should be the MVP, but in fact, in games like this where you don't have enough playing time for guys, where you're subbing guys in and out, and you're using 100 pitchers, there's not enough time for you to be an MVP. So I don't think a guy who went 0 for 2 in the actual game and then hit 3 home runs in the swing-off should be the MVP. In fact, they should ban MVPs from the All-Star Game. There shouldn't be MVPs because nobody's worthy. Nobody plays enough to be an MVP. Ray Dunn is with us today. Ray, what did you think of the All-Star Game?
Loved it. Absolutely loved the swing-off last night. That was an electric way to conclude that game. The fact that you get all those guys giddy like kids pretty much standing up there watching their teammates just hanging on every single BP pitch was awesome.
It was.
I also think Kyle Schwarber now has entered the territory where if he is not in the home run derby next year, there will be a lot of questions.
Yeah, but of course he always has the right, as we learned about Zach Wheeler, not to participate.
He will have the right.
Yeah, it would have been nice for Zach Wheeler to be there to root on his teammate, wouldn't it?
He's rooting on from home. Had the baby in one hand.
You know what he's watching? He was watching Netflix last night. He probably wasn't even watching the All-Star Game.
And that is his right.
Don't get me started. All right?
I didn't. I quite literally did not get you started. You brought it up for a third straight day. It's still in my crawl about him. But anyway, I really like the fact that they mic'd those guys up. Oh, yeah, Cal Raleigh didn't say anything. You know, I'm thinking the catcher, like I wanted to hear the catcher talk to the batter. Like, what's up? Oh, you wanted to hear those conversations?
Yeah, like, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Like that would have been interesting. Because the batter doesn't know he's mic'd up, right?
I would have.
Because you're talking to your pitcher, and the pitcher's going, okay, I'm going to throw a change up here. I thought Kershaw was fantastic.
We'll have some of that later on in the news at noon.
We will.
But I mean, maybe Cal Raleigh's giving them I'm wearing a wired thing. I don't know. Like, hey, man, watch out.
No. He's just going to say, like, being cordial. Hey, you doing? How's your All-Star experience? Like, something like that. You guys having fun over there? Something like that. Come on, Cal.
There's a lot of pressure for this guy. All of a sudden, he's the biggest star in baseball. Yeah. He had a nickname, Big Dumper. No one ever assumed this guy was going to be the biggest star. They would have given him a real nickname.
But you see why the All-Star Game is great. That was a great game last night. When it was 6-0, I kind of lost interest. I went to the Sixers. I was bouncing around TV. All of a sudden, the American League comes back, and Robert Suarez couldn't get anybody out, and it turns into a tie. Exciting. It's the purity. It's the only pure game, man, where a pitcher's trying to get a hitter out. It's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good watch last night. It was a nice casual watch.
All right, so we're going to talk about that. Kyle Schwarber being the MVP. And Eagles camp. I mean, we got to zero in now on Eagles camp and start talking about it's less than 2 weeks away. And today, I think we need to analyze the offense. There's something that Harry Douglas is, he's a former player in the league. I don't really put a lot of stock into what he says, but he kind of laid out the Eagles offensive coordinator as the guy who's on the hot seat this year, Kevin Patullo. And I guess, it's an obvious thing to say. But can we hear what Harry Douglas had to say here, Ray?
I'm going to go with offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. And I want to go back to 2024, the year they just won the Super Bowl, right? The first 4 games of the year, they were 2-2. And Jalen Hurts in each one of those games either threw the ball 30 or 30 or more times. Kellen Moore understood that, okay, that had to go down a little bit. We need to run the football, lean on Saquon Barkley, lean on our offensive line. Now, with Kevin Patullo coming in being the offensive coordinator, is he going to realize that, hey, I need to play towards my team's strengths and not towards their weaknesses? Is he going to run the football? Is he going to get pass happy? All these things are some of the things I'm looking forward to when the Eagles start the season off, the first game of the year versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, is Kevin Patullo stupid? Like, did he not witness what happened last year? Now, here's the thing. Here's my big question. can the passing game overcome the focus on stopping Saquon? I don't think there's any question that defensive coordinators are now going to be Saquon-centric and try to stop him. If I'm Patullo, I try to sharpen up the passing game because I'm going to need it. You already have the known. I mean, it's not like you have to stay up late at night to know what you do best. But if they stop it, you got to have the counter. And that's where I think Kevin Patullo comes in. Not that he's foolish enough not to rely on the running game. He's going to try to outsmart himself. Of course they're going to rely on the running game. But I think the running game is going to be stopped a little more this year. So he's got to be able to shift. Do you agree with that, Ray?
Yeah, he's going to have to be able to shift, and they should be prepared for a time in which they don't have Saquon. Again, just going from the number of carries last season and the fact that you look at just what happens to running backs after that workload, he could take the best care of his body. To think that he is going to have the same level of health and the same level of availability he had a season ago, I think would be a little short-sighted.
If I'm Patullo, I work on things like play action. I work on dump-offs to Saquon to get him in space. I look to the middle of the field with the tight end. I do a lot of stuff with the passing game that has to counterbalance the fact that they're going to stop the straight run.
Yeah, and I think you have to use the middle of the field this year in the passing game. I think you have to, it was something we talked a lot following 2023 about why don't they go over the middle of the field, and they answered some of those questions last year. But I think there's still a lot that they need to answer in that passing game, especially with the fact that you have Dallas Goedert you can use over the middle of the field, and you bring it up every week during football season. The slant. And I think those are things you need to see improved within this offense. And I think to what Harry Douglas is saying there, I don't see Patullo as their biggest obstacle to repeating.
He's presuming that Patullo is stupid. Now, he's young and he's new, but I don't think he's stupid. He's like guys that are around a football team for several years. They pay attention to what works.
Right. So he's been here. He's seen what didn't work. He's seen what did work. I mean, I think the biggest question for him, and this will be a question I think that also goes with Sirianni, is how play calling works within this back and forth between the two of them, because it will be Patullo calling the plays, but I feel like that's a natural feel type of thing. I think it's one of those traits. I don't know how you develop it, and right off the bat, whether or not he has it or not, could be interesting to watch this offense in real time, whether or not they sputter out of the gate because their play caller just doesn't know the flow of the game in that specific position. That's something I would be concerned about with Patullo, because we saw the Sirianni, Brian Johnson back and forth in 23, where it's what is the play call structure here? Who's calling the plays? And do either of them have a true feel of how to call a game?
Yeah, we got a lot of things to do today. A lot of things to talk about. Eagle-wise, All-Star-wise, Philly-wise. A notion on who the most trusted coach in the city is. Did I hear our buddy Bill slander Rob Thompson yesterday?
Oh, we did.
Did he slander the Phillies manager yesterday? We'll get into that. It is General Knowledge Wednesday. Here is the prize. A $100 gift card to Primo Hoagies. Yes. Thanks to our friends at Primo Hoagies. They dropped off some trays for the staff today. Make sure to enjoy free delivery every Monday in July and August when you order online at PrimoHoagies.com or on the Primo Hoagies app. You must be a Primo Perks member. It's not just a hoagie. It's a Primo $100 gift card to Primo's Hoagies for today's General Knowledge. We'll give you the categories after this.
Philadelphia Union's
Team Mike Missanelli Show, 97.5, The Fanatic, 610-632-0975. Our general knowledge categories for today are general knowledge, all-time best-selling musical acts in the United States. I will obviously give you hints to get that answer. And people with D initials. D as in David.
First or last?
First or last.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I feel confident in
The last two.
I mean, general knowledge is always one that I feel like it's a grab bag. I always feel pretty confident in that. Musicals, I feel like I have a better chance than most of the audience would give me.
Okay.
Initials, celebrities are going to be interesting. We'll see. We'll see what I could do here.
All right.
So I feel decently confident in the first two.
In any event, $100 Primo gift card ain't chicken feed. That's a pretty good prize, man.
If there's ever one that I should get, if I win, I want this one.
That's sensational, man. You get to have people over, have a little party.
Oh, that tray?
Saturday afternoon, they come over for, hang out.
The tray goes. Every time I have people over, that's what I get. I get the tray.
Fabulous.
There's the one Old
really
City I take the walk to.
So all you got to do is get the correct answer, and then you wait it out if you're chosen at random at the end of the show. So that's pretty cool. And we're going to be talking to Eagles today. And I want to know from you guys as we're zeroed in now on the season. I know the Phillies it's the idle week for the Phils. So our focus now a little bit more on the Eagles. And as we talk about what Harry Douglas saying, the biggest obstacle will be the new offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. I don't know, maybe because of lack of experience, but it's not like they don't know what to do. I mean, their bellwether is the running back. He's going to probably not have the same kind of year. They're probably going to be defensively focused on stopping Saquon Barkley. So the only thing the offensive coordinator has to do is be a little more innovative if they stop the running game. That's his base, really. If they stop it, then you got to have some variations off it to move the football. It seems to be a simple, easy job for me.
It just didn't seem like last year they found the next gear for that offense until the two most important games, which glad they did it. Glad they got it in the conference championship game. Glad they got it in the Super Bowl. But is there another gear to what they do? Is he going to be creative? Because it wasn't like a wildly creative offensive season ago. It's like, hey, Saquon's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's just ride that to the end.
Mm-hmm.
How many seasons in a row can you just ride that to the end?
Yeah, it's a good question. And so let me just tack this question on for people to think about as well. Who is the most irreplaceable player on the field? And you can go offensive or defensive here. Because, the easy answer is to say the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, because yesterday we lamented the fact that he was shortchanged in the rankings. So logically you would say, wow, it's got to be Jalen Hurts. But to me, the most irreplaceable player on the field is the right tackle. When they don't have the right tackle in there, Lane Johnson, they seem to suffer more than any other position. Do you agree with that? He's the most irreplaceable player on the field? Or would you rather go for somebody that's a little more obvious?
The second most obvious, I think, for a lot of people would be Saquon. I almost want to go A.J. Brown on this one.
You want to go A.J. Brown, the most irreplaceable player on the field.
They struggle without him. Like, you think about that playoff game against
they do.
The two Buccaneers games that have been like the two just horrid watches over the last two seasons, that playoff game and then the one they had in week 4 last season. They both didn't have A.J. Brown in both those games. Like, that, to me, what he does, what teams have to focus on. We talk a lot about how Hurts opens things up for Barkley in the running game because of his threat. I think defenses having to respect the fact that A.J. Brown's on the field for them makes him one of the more irreplaceable. And I think, like, if you're going to go Lane on that one, Lane's a great answer because they do struggle without him. I think the record without him is something of an atrocity. I just think without the threat of A.J. Brown, that offense looks so much different because the passing game isn't something I think teams respect as much with, just the drop-off from A.J. Brown to Jahan Dotson or whoever would be the wide receiver that fills in from him. And then you can key in on so many different things and really thwart what this team wants to do.
All right, that's fair. There's no wrong answer to this.
No.
It depends on how what your interpretation is.
A lot of great players in this team. We're in a really good spot, Mike. There's a lot of guys I don't want to have to replace on this team.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about this season. People ask me all the time, what do you think of the Birds? And I go, like, what am I not supposed to think that they're going to be good? Like, to me, it's a question. I go, yeah, they're going to be good. They were good last year. Yeah, I understand they have young players that are going to be on the field defensively, but this guy who's the defensive coordinator knows how to knows who can play and who can't, and shapes guys into playing his system. So I've actually got no qualms at all about whether they're a good team. Will they win the same total as last year? No, I don't believe they will, but I don't really think it matters. I think they're every bit of a championship favorite coming into this year.
It's funny. There was a story on Bleeding Green Nation a couple weeks ago. I forget who wrote it. That was basically like, can Philadelphia handle an Eagles team this good? Like, the idea of like, we pick apart this team relentlessly.
We do.
And yet, this entire offseason, it's like, there's a new right guard. There's a new second cornerback. There's a new offensive coordinator. But they're the reigning champs, and they go into this season likely the best roster in football.
Good teams pull in guys that are inexperienced. They really do. Young guys that fit in play a role because they are taught to play a role, and they are absorbed by more experienced players. And this is what this Eagles team is. So whether they win 13 games or not, they will win their division, and they will be a viable contender again. That's what I see.
It's because they've built such a great culture here?
It is a lot because of the culture and the CEO, head coach.
That's right. I was about to walk into it.
So much good.
I can't believe
so much good.
Can't believe I'm saying
the smartest
it.
coach in the world.
We all fertilize.
Yeah, apparently, he does something right that brings this team together. I can't really put my finger on it, but it must be the dog mentality. It must be, so much good. It must be the plan. Whatever it is, I go into this Eagle season. It's almost like I have a comfort blanket. Like in any other sport here, I don't have as much of a comfort blanket as I do with the Eagles going into this year.
Right now, you're probably wearing a fire blanket for some of the other sports.
Yes.
Protect yourself.
Don't get me started on the Sixers. I vowed to myself that I would not get heated about the Sixers, even though I did watch that summer league game last night.
All right, I give it 2.5 more segments.
And I saw Ricky Council, the fourth. Excuse me, VJ Edgecombe. It was a little all over the place last night. No comment.
It's a terrible comparison.
On I'm just joshing. It's just my way of saying maybe he's a little too wild right now and needs to be reined in. That's all. 610-632-0975 is how you get in. General Knowledge Wednesday. That's right. $100 gift card to Primo's Hoagies. That's a great prize. And all you got to do is answer a question correctly to be eligible for it. Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Schwarber wins it for the National League. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The first ever swing-off in All-Star Game history. Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in 3 swings to give the National League a lead and eventually the win. Here's how that third home run sounded.
That's MVP material if he gets the third one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing of the pass. With the hat trick. Look out, Chop House.
Schwarber became the second Philly to ever win the All-Star Game MVP, the first since Johnny Callison won the award back in 1964. The win was just the second for the National League since 2012. Elsewhere, the Summer Sixers beat the Wizards 74-58 last night. It's the third overall pick. VJ Edgecombe returned to action, scored all 15 of his points in the second half. They're back at it tonight at 8 o'clock against the Mavericks on ESPN. And tonight in Chester, the Union hosts CF Montreal at 7:30. You can hear the live call of the game right here on The Fanatic. This update's brought to you by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Ray Dunn in the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Kyle Schwarber, 3 home runs in the swing off, as they call it. The one as he goes down to one knee and flips one out to right field with that bat head, getting that bat head out on the ball. Again, I watched the guy hit and I go, are you nuts that you're not going to give this guy a contract extension? Like seriously. Like, how in the world can you walk away from a guy who's the natural power home run hitter? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How do you think Middleton feels looking at his pockets right now, knowing they could have got that extension done before the season, watching the season he's having right now?
I don't know what they were waiting for. There are a couple things that are inevitable that you have to give into, and one is a home run hitter. You can't exist anymore without a bona fide home run hitter in your lineup.
This team right now, I think through 96 games, the number is they have the least amount of home runs since the 2017 season.
Yeah, and they're going to reduce it more?
Right.
Outside of them?
You can't. Like, no. I'll take you through that 2017 team.
The Harper now is no longer a bona fide power hitter because of the wrist. It just doesn't feel like he's a bona fide power hitter who's going to hit 30 home runs. You got to have a guy who then hits 40.
Yeah. I mean, this guy right now, I think he's, the second Philly in organization history of 30 home runs at the break. The only other one being Mike Schmidt. Like, it's insane what you're seeing.
It's so easy. It's like, say pitchers that throw fastballs, easy gas. He's got easy pop. Like, it's unbelievable to me, the easy pop that he has.
Just for fun here, I want to pull this up for you. That team in 2017, that through 96 games, only team fewer home runs than the Phillies over the last 8 years.
Yeah, who was on that team?
That 96th game for that 2017 team featured a lineup of Cesar Hernandez leading off playing second base, Freddie Galvis at short batting second, Howie Kendrick batting third in left field,
Yikes.
Mike Franco at third base batting fourth.
He was their big home run hitter.
Oh, he was.
Mike Franco.
Nick Williams batting fifth.
Nick Williams, the guy they got in the Cole Hamels trade, who stunk.
Odubel Herrera batting sixth.
Oh, my God.
Tommy Joseph at first base batting seventh.
T. Joseph was the starter on that team.
Andrew Knapp batting eighth. And the starting pitcher for that 96th game was Jared Eichhoff.
Good Lord, that was a bad team.
Well, that's the team Pat Neshek was the All-Star for. So
Jared Eichhoff. They got him in a trade also.
Was he the return for Rollins? No, who's from the Padres for Rollins?
It was Eflin.
Eflin was
was from the Dodgers.
Dodgers
for Jimmy. I forget where Eichhoff came.
Oh no, he was also in the Cole Hamels.
Oh, he was.
Eichhoff. Yep.
Eichhoff came from Texas also.
Yes. Alfaro, Alec Asher, Matt Harrison, Jake Thompson, Nick Williams.
Alfaro was supposed to be an everyday catcher.
That he was.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let's go to the phones and talk to Vicente in Lansdowne. Hola, amigo Vicente. ¿Qué tal?
Hola, buenos días, Mikey Miss.
What's happening? Good. I'm doing good, Vicente. Muy bien.
Well, I'm enjoying the summer breeze. I'm having a good time. How about your summer?
Summer's been ridiculous. The extreme weather has knocked out my tomato plants and my grass, by the way. It's soppy, and then it gets hot. It burns out the grass. My tomato plants are suffering. It's been a terrible summer.
Jeez. Well,
other than that, it's been great, Vicente. I'm having a great time.
You have to water,
Water it? What are you talking about? There's been torrential floods every time it rains.
Oh,
but in the springtime it rained, and then it got really hot. It burned out my plants.
Well,
never mind.
What can I tell you?
What's on your mind today? I got enough problems.
Last night, I was so excited to watch the All-Star game, and just, you just say everything about Kyle Schwarber hitting the 3 Schwarber bombs.
That's pressure. Seriously, you got to step up there. You got 3 pitches to hit, and you take a couple, obviously, but you got to whack 3 out. The pressure's on.
Yeah, but his attitude is very cool.
That's amazing.
He wasn't thinking about hitting a home run, and Dave Roberts knew. He put it in there before the polar bear, Pete Alonso, and MVP now is Kyle Schwarber, stealing that MVP trophy from the polar bear. I was so happy about that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Alonso should have gotten it. He actually hit a home run in the game.
Kyle Schwarber is much better than.
What Alonso? How many home runs did Alonso have in the swing off? Did he have 2?
He didn't get to go.
He didn't get to go. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I was surprised that Derek Jeter was there to present sent the Ted Williams bat for the MVP
Yeah.
to Kyle Schwarber. I
Yeah.
was surprised because I didn't see the current president still in the show.
Yeah, I
You
got
know what I
you.
mean?
Is that back? Is that a crystal bat they give? The crystal?
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's
crystal
glass.
bat, you know?
Yeah, that's. I wonder if you could get hit with.
Yeah. So now, talking about the persons with the D name,
Uh huh.
you know, it's up to Dave Dombrowski to give and
Look at
open
you.
up
Look at you, man.
more than 100 million to sign and don't let it walk away.
No, he can't. They
you know,
can't.
Kyle
Listen. If you got half a brain about baseball, you know you got to bring Schwarber back. There's not even a choice.
Correctamundo.
Yeah, you're right.
You got it. You know, whatever it is, 100 million or more. You know, we have to.
It's got to. It's got to be a
He wants to be
four-year
here.
deal, $25 million. That's what it's got to be.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Vicente, you want a general knowledge question?
Go ahead. Give it to me.
Vicente, general knowledge category. Now, this is a $100 gift card to Primo Hoagies.
Primos.
What
I'm
country?
hungry already.
What country has the highest percentage of redheads?
Ireland.
You are correct, Amundo!
Correctamundo.
All right, buddy, hold on a second. There it is. Vicente out of the chute. Ireland is correct, Ray. Of course, you knew that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that.
What would have been
like being on the
second?
other side of the
What
glass
is
for that.
what's the second country in redhead? Spain?
Scotland? I don't know.
Maybe Scotland.
I started overthinking in here. I was like, it has to be
are you?
Ireland, right? I was
Yeah.
like, well, what else would it be?
Ireland. Maybe Scotland. Maybe Spania.
Spania? Yeah, maybe.
Can't be Italy.
No.
There's very few redhead Italians, unless your name's Dante DiVincenzo.
Northern
Bigger than
Ireland.
these. Yeah, I guess. But they're more blondish up there than red.
I mean, that's where my family's from, so that's the only thing I know. That's
Yeah.
why that's the excuse I always get
You
when I
got
say I'm
the-
50% Italian. I end up
Yeah,
redhead.
you got the light hair, though. You don't have the balance. You're a Northern Italy Italian guy?
Yeah,
All right, well, there you go. You had no chance to be dark.
yeah. Well, that's what I continue to be told by my family every time. Like, why am I so pale?
Yeah, well.
Italian.
All right, 610-632-0975. We got a trade here. The Pirates traded Adam Frazier to the Royals. For
The sell-off begins.
What is that about? Who'd they get? Who'd they get? Some minor league pitcher?
Yeah, I would think so. I think that's where they went with this.
Yeah, that's a big domino to fall today. The Pirates.
Well, the Pirates sell-off begins.
Yeah, well,
Well, two relievers that people
every
in
year,
town.
same thing, Rob. Same thing with this team. Mike Missanelli Show continues.
We want to hear from you.
Missanelli Show, 97.5, The Fanatic. We're going to get to the text board in a second, but is this true that a lot of guys left that game mid-game last night?
Apparently so.
Is that really?
Apparently.
Like they were already in the game, or they weren't in the game and they left?
They were in the game.
They were in the game and they were pulled out of the game. They left.
Once they were done, they were gone.
I love these major league players, man. I really do. Listen, I love everything about the All-Star game. I love the camaraderie. And then this is the opposite of camaraderie. The guys go, I'm out of the game. What do I got to stay here for? I'm out. I got to get a quick flight back home.
Listen, I defended Zach Wheeler earlier this week. This is a little absurd.
Can't stay for the whole game?
You're there.
It's unbelievable.
The private plane's going to leave at midnight
I guess they
instead
had
of 10:30.
enough. Fox did all kinds of promotions, and that diner promotion that they did, those guys probably, like, every inch of their time was used up. I guess they figured they had enough.
So is it Fox's fault?
You know, now that I
weird.
think about it, I go, all right, why would they hang around?
The swing off, man.
Why would they hang around? Does it really matter to them if the National League wins? A little bit is pride, but mostly it doesn't matter. There's nothing at stake. Do they get money if they win?
I don't know. But
if they get money if they win, then it's a violation.
Yeah, because then you're screwing your other teammates out.
Yeah, you're leaving, and you don't have to stay for the whole game. You still get your cash.
I will say, I did love that before people realized that guys had left, Aaron Boone getting crushed for rolling out the guys that he rolled out for the American League was hilarious. Like seeing social media in real time just start ripping Boone apart for the 3 that came out for the American League for the swing off was awesome.
Who came out for them?
The 3 they had, there was a Ray that ended it. But we had...
Brendan Lau?
No.
No?
Where's Passon's tweet? Because Passon tweeted out basically what it could have been and what it ended up being. And what it could have been is because I guess those guys were gone.
They were gone. So Judge was gone.
So it was Brent Rooker, Jonathan Aranda, and Randy Arozarena were the 3 for the American League.
So Judge had left?
No Judge, no Cal Raleigh, no Vladimir Guerrero.
Judge left. See, that's the thing. If there's going to be a swing off, you can't leave.
That's what I'm saying. That's the funny part.
I forgot about the swing off part of it.
Because I see Boone getting crushed.
You can't leave. If you're Aaron Judge, you can't leave.
I just watching Twitter rip Aaron Boone apart. Like, you've got Judge, you've got someone like, this is the New York Yankees experience. Boone pushing all the wrong buttons.
Jesus.
Like, this guy's
Come on, Aaron, stick around. It might need you to swing off.
But yeah, the Passon tweet was,
good Lord.
What is Rooker, Aranda, Rosarena versus Alonso, Schwarber, Stowers?
Yeah,
what could have been Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, and Vladimir Guerrero versus Ohtani, Alonso, and Schwarber?
Cal Raleigh left too?
He wasn't a part of the 3. I mean, I guess I have to go back and watch the footage of the end of that.
Rooker's fine. I'll take Rooker. But there should be Judge and Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
And they left. They were gone.
I guess they were gone.
That's hysterical. I love you guys. I love you players. So you wonder why I'm anti-player sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, even to me, this seems a little extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
You showed up to start the game. You're telling me you can't stick around till inning 9?
Why did they call Zach Wheeler? He could have driven to the ballpark and been in it.
For the swing off?
For the swing off that they needed a guy. He's right down the street, for crying out loud. He could, put his ear out of his front door and hear the crowd.
Pitchers don't hit except for in the All-Star game swing off. I'd actually sign up for that world. It was awesome to watch Schwarber do what he did. I'd love to see those pitchers for the first time swing.
Yeah, the pitchers in the swing off. All right. Let's go to Reggie is currently at the Iowa State line. They are traveling truck driver. Reggie, what's happening at the Iowa State line?
How well can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
We got you, yes.
Okay. Morning, Mike Ray.
Good morning.
Let me change it to Peoria, because that's Richard Pryor's birthday.
Oh, you're in Peoria, the home of Bradley University and the home of Hersey Hawkins.
And your question about what player, and you mentioned Lane Johnson. I agree with you, because I had the vision, what if Reggie White, was playing and Lane Johnson wasn't in the game? As a matter of fact, how well would either do against each other? Because that would be a great matchup.
The record with Lane Johnson for the Eagles is fabulous. So, like, I go, well, when he's not there, they really miss him.
Yeah. Would you think he would do well against Reggie White?
I mean, listen, Reggie White's my hero of heroes, so I would think he would beat Lane Johnson's ass too. Reggie beat everybody's ass. Come on.
Yeah. That's all I had. I had that visual when you said Lane Johnson.
Yeah.
Because obviously nobody is comparable to him.
I totally agree, man. I totally agree. They really miss him. And it's amazing when he's going to retire. He's still at the top of his game. You talk about retiring soon. That'd be bad news for the Eagles. All right, Reggie, you want to play General Knowledge Wednesday?
Yes, I do.
I do. All right, this is the all-time best-selling musical acts in the U.S. The number one best-selling musical act in the United States comes from the world of rock and roll. Who is it?
Kiss.
Who?
Kiss.
Tish. Oh, Kiss?
Yeah, Kiss.
Kiss.
Gene Simmons.
No, man, no, it's not Kiss. Get out of here. Kiss. Oh, Ray, I owe you two. Got to go back to general knowledge for you, Ray. Ray? What is the preferred food of Pete Alonso? I mean, what is the preferred food of polar bears?
Salmon.
Incorrect. This makes me feel hinky. This answer makes me feel hinky. Seals.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
polar
that
bears
either.
eat seals? That's not right. How come we're always saving the seals and yet we allow polar bears to eat them? What's up with that?
So
is that a
polar bears-
paradox?
I've heard to save the polar bear. We're now saving the seals
Save
too?
the seal. Let's save the seals. You can't. People are clubbing seals.
Oh.
Save the seals.
Oh, yeah. I guess I've heard this.
The poachers. Club baby seals.
Well, I
we
guess-
don't care if the polar bears eat them?
Do you want me to start playing Circle of Life? I guess that would be the best way I explain
Really?
this.
I mean, that's the first I've heard that they eat seals.
I didn't know they eat seals. The only guess I had was salmon. I just assume bears eat salmon.
Yeah, well, they probably do eat salmon, but the preferred food, they prefer when they go to a restaurant.
Yeah, this is a 5-star thing.
They ask, well, how do you do your seals? Do you grill them or, what do you?
Yeah, when they have a Steven Star restaurant, that's what they get. They seal.
All right, Ray. All-time best-selling. We're going to go to the world, all-time best-selling musical acts in the U.S.
Oh, musical
acts. $162 million in sales. The genre is country. Who is the musical act? Country.
Zach Brown Band.
Incorrect. Garth Brooks is number 2 on the list behind the Beatles.
So I thought that this was musicals, musical acts.
No. The best-selling music meaning bands.
Now I get it. I got it. Once you asked the question, once you went over the category again, now I get it. I'm now very, very not confident I'm winning today.
Kiss. Did he actually say Kiss?
He did say Kiss.
Kiss isn't even in the top 50, I don't think.
Probably not.
I got a bunch of them here. They're not in one chart here. All right. 610-632-0975. We got a lot of calls on hold. We'll get to them. We'll get to our text board as well. Again, it is General Knowledge Wednesday. $100 gift card to Primo's is the prize today. The Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Schwarber wins it for the National League. I'm Ray Zunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The first ever swing-off in All-Star Game history. Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in 3 swings to give the National League a lead and eventually the win. Here's how that third swing sounded.
That's MVP material if he gets the third one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing. With the hat trick. Look out, Chop House.
Schwarber 1964 became the second Philly to ever win the All-Star Game MVP, the first since John Carlson won the award in 1964. The win was just the second for the National League since 2012. The Summer Sixers beat the Wizards 74-58 last night as third overall pick VJ Edgecombe returned to action, scored all 15 of his points in the second half. They're back at it tonight at 8 o'clock against the Dallas Mavericks on ESPN. And tonight in Chester, Union hosts CF Montreal at 7:30. You can hear the live call right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. This update's brought to you by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Ray Dunn, the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
10:56, Mike Missanelli Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. 610-632-0975 is how you get in. If you want to play general knowledge, also, if you want to hit us up on our text board. So let's go to the text board right now, Ray, and see what the people are saying so far in the 10 o'clock hour.
Yes, a couple people chiming in on the most irreplaceable Eagle conversation with Jalen Carter. We've gotten, I think, 3 or 4 Jalen Carters off the jump over here.
Pretty good. Can't deny that.
We had also, see, Jalen Carter just keeps rolling in here. There was someone that wanted to go with A.J. Brown, but I can't find their text right now.
Okay, so you say A.J. I said Lane. The people are saying Jalen Carter, which I can't disagree with. He is irreplaceable. When he's off the field, they suffer a little bit. You looking for the text?
I'm looking for the text. They had a whole explanation. I wanted to give these people credit for what they had thoughts-wise, and I got nothing. We got some people upset about the fact these players left during the All-Star game. Joe from West Philly, can you imagine Michael Jordan leaving at halftime in the All-Star game?
It's ridiculous. It really is, especially when there's an attachment to the game. Like, these guys should have been told, hey, listen, we'd love for you to stick around. You guys especially stick around because you're going to be, if we go to a swing-off, you got, they might be annoyed by that, but like Major League Baseball is going to pick up the your flight. If you booked flight, you cancel, you go to another one. Major League Baseball will pick it up. But hang around. That should have been a compromise. Cal Raleigh stayed, but went in street clothes. Like, what's that about?
Yeah, so these were predetermined the day before, which is what people keep chiming in. They're predetermined. Part of what they were predetermined with was travel schedule.
Okay.
Part of this is, hey, they were getting out of town. Because there's no other reason why you don't have Judge or you don't have one of these guys in it. Suarez was a part of the NL plan. He ended up not being there. Stowers ended up getting hit with the pitch.
Got hurt.
Yeah. Okay. So then they put Stowers in his place. So Stowers was the last second fill-in for him.
Yeah, but that's the National League, right?
Right.
But they had 2 of their big guns already in it.
Correct.
Okay.
But just because these were determined before means they were determined also with in mind the fact that these guys are leaving. Like they know where they're leaving, where they're going. Like this.
These guys could charter a private plane anywhere, really. When you think about it.
Yeah.
And they should charge Major League Baseball for it. Major League Baseball should pay for private transportation for these guys, with the compromise being you got to hang around in case, and to stay for the whole game.
And some people are saying, no, you had to be in the game for the ability to be a part of this. That is not the case because Rooker was a part of the swing-off. McKinstry had pinch hit for Rooker in the 8th inning.
Okay.
So you did not have to still be a participant in the game to participate in swing-off.
Exactly.
So that is not the excuse.
All right.
I see some people throwing that one out there. That's not the case.
Okay. Coming up, let's fake a deal. You know what that is. Yesterday we had a deal. We got a lot of feedback on whether you would have done it or not. It was the deal that would have brought David Bednar here to the Pirates. And then there was also a deal that would have brought Byron Buxton here. So today we'll have our fake a deal coming up. It's 11 o'clock. It's the Mike Missanelli Show. You're listening to 97.5 The Fanatic, WPEN HD1, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studio, powering possibility. So let's start the 11 o'clock hour with a little something we call Let's Fake a Deal.
It might be a bullpen pitcher. It could be an outfielder. Or what if it's both? Let's find out on Let's Fake a Deal. Here's your host, the 17th Assistant General Manager of the Phillies, Mike Missanelli.
There's somebody in the back row there. He's yelling for who is that back there? He's got a cup of coffee. I knew we had 16. I didn't know we had 17. Oh, that's Mike Missanelli. Mike, what do you got here? Well, I'll tell you what I got, fellas. Here's the fake a deal that we have for today. The Phillies acquire right-handed closer Emmanuel Clase from the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians get shortstop Aiden Miller, the Phil's number 2 prospect. Right-handed pitcher Mick Abel, their number 5 prospect. And Gene Cabrera, the number 12 prospect. Would you do this deal? Why or why not? This deal was suggested by none other than our Ray Dunn. Correct, Ray?
Correct. And I will explain why this deal was the mold that I went with for it. It is pretty much the return that the Yankees got for Aroldis Chapman when they traded him to the Cubs in 2016. Because I know a lot of people, and this is what happens just from watching people react to the first two that we've done here. They're like, this is so expensive. This pretty much mirrors what the Yankees got. They got Gleyber Torres, who at the time was the second prospect for the Cubs. They got Billy McKinney, who was the fifth prospect at that time for the Cubs. And then they got Rashad Crawford, who was an advanced A outfielder at the time, in exchange for Aroldis Chapman, who had a contract expiring at the end of that season. Class A comes with club control. So some would argue that the Guardians could probably ask for more than what we're giving you here.
All right, so there it is, folks. At first blush, you're going to think that's too much. You're giving away 3 prospects, including the number 2 prospect in our organization and a starting pitcher for Emmanuel Clase. Is that too much? Would you do this deal? Why or why not? Hit us up on the text board at 610-632-0975. Meanwhile, we're trying to get into Eagles season here with Philadelphia Eagles in training camp less than 2 weeks away. We're analyzing the offense today, something that Harry Douglas of ESPN said. He said that Kevin Patullo, the new offensive coordinator, is the biggest obstacle for the Philadelphia Eagles since he's calling plays for the first time. I get it, but I also go, you know what? The big question for me is, can Kevin Patullo zero in the passing game to overcome the focus on stopping Saquon? We already know what their bread and butter is. He knows what their bread and butter is, but he doesn't know what to do if the bread and butter is stopped. So to me, Kevin Patullo needs to stay up at night and focus on, if they stop Saquon, do we have other things we could go to? Other things that we need to sharpen up as we go into training camp. 610-632-0975. Let's go back to the phones and talk to Darren in Phoenixville. Darren, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
What's up, Darren? How you doing?
Hey, Mike, you got to give Schwarber that MVP.
Yeah.
You gotta get.
It's like you gave me MVP for winning a home run derby, basically.
Nah, but look though, Mike. So the coach from the coach from the Dodgers?
Yeah.
He has to pick the guys, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting picked from a rival coach's team. And then you got to go up there. He did it cool, though, Mike.
There's no question he did it cool. He also did it off a batting practice pitcher. You get the MVP for that?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Nobody trying to get you out there.
And it's history for us, for the Phillies. That's only the second one, right?
There should not have been an MVP given. I gotta be honest with you. Listen, it's all well and good that a Philly got it, but come on, man. He didn't play in the game. Pete Alonso hit a home run off an actual pitcher.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. And then the other thing I was gonna say was I heard, because they said Aaron Judge he messed up like hundreds of thousands of tickets. Like he was messing up people's tickets. So
wait. Why? What happened with Aaron Judge? What did he do?
He was selling out. Like, he didn't get no hits or nothing. Like, a lot of people had him on their parlays.
Oh, you're talking about betting tickets. Oh, I think you're talking about All-Star tickets.
Nah, they said Vegas called. It was like, you know what I mean? So he was probably like, man, I got to get up out of here.
Come on, man. You got to stick around if there's a swing off. Everybody wants to see Judge.
Yeah. And Vegas, that's what I'm saying. They're saying, you know how people always say, oh, Vegas is involved.
Yeah.
He was definitely going to smack one out, but then it seemed like for a lot of the tickets they weren't counting that home run, that swing.
That swing. So there was only a betting line on the swing off at some places.
No, I mean, like if you had Schwarber to get a home run, it's not counting.
Oh, it's not counted. Well, it shouldn't count.
Yeah,
it should count.
Yeah,
the batting practice pitcher's laying it in there for you to hit a home run. Oh, man.
Upset, though, Mike.
How's it, really, seriously, Darren, how is that worth an MVP?
I mean, just to be able to knock 3 out.
I get it. The pressure of it, I get it. But it's not even fair.
Yeah, and that last one, he went down on the knee.
I know he did. He gets the bat head on everything. It's amazing to me how he squares up baseballs.
And I caught that joke too. You said when you roll over Sensei about the bat, you were like the clear bat. You were like, "Can you hit somebody with it?"
Yeah.
I'm like, he's funny, man.
Hey, Darren. Let me give you a general knowledge question. Darren?
Perfect.
I'm here. People with D initials, D as in David. Here's the clue. He was a blues brother and a conehead.
An actor?
Yeah.
It's an actor?
Yeah, he was a blues brother and a conehead. It's a D initial. Who was it?
Oh, I know this guy too.
I know you know him.
From Coneheads, right? The father.
Uh-huh.
Dan.
Yeah?
Dan Aykroyd, right?
That's correct. Hold on a second. Dan Aykroyd is correct. I didn't think he was going to get that one.
I did not.
All right, Ray. Bend it like this footballer.
David Beckham.
That's correct, Ray. All right, so what's the tally now?
2-1 audience.
2-1 audience. 610-632-0975. We're back after this.
Do you feel
11-12, Mike Missanelli Show, 97.5, The Fanatic. A lot of things on the board today, including some Eagle analysis. Who is the most irreplaceable player on the field? We're getting a lot of feedback on that on the text board. Let me add another layer to this Eagle talk here. Interesting question that Ray proposed. Starters on this team who would make the Eagles all-time team. I've got 4 that would make the all-time team.
All right. Let me try and guess.
Actually, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4.
All right, let me guess.
You want to guess who would make the Eagles all-time team?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Lane Johnson.
That's 1.
All right. Jalen Hurts.
That's 2.
A.J. Brown.
That's 3.
And you're putting Saquon on that team?
That's 4.
All right, that's all 4.
However, it's 4.5. So you even get the half. Because I looked through the roster, and I don't think anybody has as much acclaim as this particular player.
As much acclaim as this particular
Or as much
player.
performance.
Performance.
It's a position that is kind of an obscure position, which puts him at the top of the class.
So I was going to question whether or not you'd be willing to put Jake Elliott on any sort of conversation.
Kicker, I did not evaluate a kicker.
I didn't think you were going to evaluate
No,
kicker.
I didn't evaluate a kicker.
Obscure position.
It's guard.
Oh. You're going to put Landon Dickerson on this?
Yes.
Interesting.
Because I couldn't come up really with any left guard of significance that would be better than Dickerson.
I think Brooks left or right?
Right.
Right. That's a good, yeah.
All right, so here's who I have.
Left, but yeah, I mean,
here's the all starters on the all-time team. Hurts, Saquon, although I know I'm hosing Steve Van Buren here because the old school guys will go, got to be Steve Van Buren. Well, I don't know from Steve Van Buren. I'm sorry. Ertz, Peters, Dickerson, Kelsey. At right guard, Jerry Sizemore from the old Vermeil days.
Wow.
Who was a Pro Bowler. And Lane Johnson. Your receivers, A.J. Brown, Harold Carmichael. And if you got one more guy, who would you put?
Can I take the one season of TL?
Go ahead.
Hey, you know what? Deshaun Jackson.
You're going to go Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering if you would go Deshaun Jackson. All right. So there you go. So Lane Johnson is 1. Dickerson is 1. Saquon and Hurts. That makes 4 from the offense that would be on the all-time team. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Let's go defense. Reggie. Jerome Brown. Fletcher Cox. Who would be the other end? Would you go Clyde Simmons or would you go BG?
No Trent Kotlove in there?
No, not over BG. Or Clyde, in my opinion.
I'll be the young guy here. I'll go Brandon Graham.
I'm going to go Brandon Graham. And that's fine. Fine and dandy. Most seasoned Eagle. Your linebackers, would you go with 2 or 3 and go with a nickel like the way they do it now? Because that's the way I played out.
All right, let's play it out that way.
Chuck Bednarik in the middle.
All right.
Got to go Concrete Charlie. Seth Joyner, the other linebacker.
Works for me.
Your defensive backs. Lito, Eric Allen, Brian Dawkins, Malcolm Jenkins, the nickel, Troy Vincent.
Don't hate it.
No defenders. from this year's team on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're talking about guys that you hope grow into being on that team.
Here are the two guys that I believe will eventually be there. Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell will eventually take over and be on the all-time team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the path they're on. I mean, you saw the season Quinyon had a season ago, and you know what everyone thinks of Jalen Carter. I think
Quinyon will overtake Lito, and Carter will overtake Jerome Brown.
Feels fair.
That fair?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Let's go to Bobby in Atlantic Highland. Bobby, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What's up, Bob?
Hey, Mike. Garden woes. You have them, huh?
It's terrible. It's been terrible. It wiped out my whole crop. I got nothing.
So I walked out last night. Everything's doing great. Go out, pepper plants shredded. I think I got a tomato hornworm. Do you ever hear of those?
Yes.
Little guys?
Yeah, and it's the bad weather that brings them out.
Exactly. It's just too wet. But anyway, I heard the trade that you proposed, the let's make a deal, and I have to be honest, I really don't know much about that guy. I don't follow the American League, but what about this Rooker kid? Have you heard anything as far as potential trade with the A's and what they would need to give up, because that's a big.
Yeah, I don't think they're interested in Rooker because
really?
he's a DH. Where would that help?
Oh no, you're right. I thought he was for some reason I thought he was a left fielder.
No, he's a DH.
Has he ever played the outfield?
Yeah, he's played it maybe like 15 times in his whole career.
Okay, all right, and I know I think he's under a contract for several years too. I think.
Yeah. Listen, it's a nice bat. It's just that, like, what would you do? You would have to play Schwarber in left field.
No, you're right. You're right. I just totally thought he was an outfielder. I didn't know he was a DH.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Oh well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, good luck with your garden.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. And here's the truth. You want to hear beauty part? I'm growing jalapenos, right? I go out the other day. My jalapenos have been half eaten. Now, don't these critters face the hot wrath? Do the hot stuff not register with critters?
I guess not. Well, that's the first thing I did last night. Is I mixed up a mix of pepper sauce.
I thought exactly. I thought if one crop would survive, it'd be my jalapenos. Those bastards ate them.
It doesn't make sense, but all right, I'll do general knowledge.
All right, here's your general knowledge. We're in the category of general knowledge. So here's your question: which 4 cities? But you can only give me 3. I'll reduce it. 3 cities that start with M and have an urban area population greater than 10 million.
Oh, boy. So we're talking world?
Yes, world.
World.
Yes.
Oof. Manila?
Manila's one.
Oof, man. I'm good at geography, too. This is
embarrassing then for you.
Yeah, it is. It is.
10 million. Manila's one of them.
Man, it's got to be... Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
oh,
I just can't think.
Oh, I don't. Bobby, you gave up. You gave it up. Ray, do you want that question?
Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. I've answered this question before.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mexico City, Mumbai are the 2 other ones that you would want in this scenario.
Moscow.
And Moscow would be the 4th.
All right, so you get another question when we come back. 610-632-0975. Couple open lines. You got them. Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Schwarber wins it for the National League. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. In the first ever swing-off in All-Star Game history, Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in 3 swings to give the National League a lead and eventually the win. Here's how the 3rd swing sounded.
That's MVP material if he gets the 3rd one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing. With the hat trick. Look out, Chop House.
Schwarber became the second Philly to ever win All-Star Game MVP, the first since Johnny Callison won the award in 1964. The win was just the second for the National League in the game since 2012. The Summer Sixers beat the Wizards 74-58 last night as third overall pick VJ Edgecombe returned to action and scored all 15 of his points in the second half. They're back at it tonight at 8 o'clock against the Mavericks on ESPN. Tonight in Chester, the Union hosts CF Montreal at 7:30. You can hear the live call right here on The Fanatic. This update's brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts. This is how we advance. NASCAR fans meet Josh Berry July 19th at 8 a.m. at Advanced Auto Parts in Dover. First 150 get a photo with Josh. This is how we advance. I'm Ray Dunn, the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
7:26. Mike Missanelli Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. Climbing in at 610-632-0975 on General Knowledge Wednesday, where today's prize is a $100 gift card to Primo's Hoagies. That'll make for a nice party. Thanks to our friends at Primo's Hoagies. They dropped off trays for the staff today. Make sure to enjoy free delivery every Monday in July and August when you order online at PrimoHoagies.com or on the Primo Hoagies app. Must be a Primo Perks member. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. And also, while I'm at it with the food today, today is National Hot Dog Day. You know that? Were you aware of that? National Hot Dog Day. At the Philly Pretzel Factory, you can enjoy $1 pretzel dogs all day long. They dropped off a bunch of pretzel dogs. I'm a major fan of the pretzel dog.
Nice item.
Yes, it is. All Philly Pretzel Factory Rewards members will receive a free coupon or a coupon for one free pretzel dog if you go straight to the app. And if you're not a rewards member yet, just download the Philly Pretzel Factory app today to score your free pretzel dog coupon just in time for the celebration. There is no better time than July 16th to grab a pretzel dog. All right, Ray, I owe you a general knowledge question here before we get back to the content. And the question is from the general knowledge category. According to Christian lore, Ray, what city was visited by Balthazar, Caspar, and Melchior?
Outside of Bethlehem?
Excuse me?
Just Bethlehem?
What's your answer?
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem is correct, Ray. Nice job, the biblical scholar that you are.
Yeah.
And, of course, those guys were who?
3 wise men.
They were the 3 wise men.
Yes.
Look at you.
Hey, listen.
Bill Colarulo went to Catholic school, and he doesn't know anything.
I went to CCD, man. I was there every Wednesday
class.
night.
Said a guy.
Every Wednesday night.
Well, I hated CCD classes. Catechism classes.
Yeah.
I was forced to go myself.
Yeah, no.
Yuck.
Not my favorite way to spend a weeknight.
Good Lord.
But look, it prepared me for this.
It did.
Taught me about the Lord, all those wonderful things.
Yeah, all that was worth a general knowledge answer for you. So there you go.
No, it's worth it when I go to church.
All right, let's go to the text board. We have an anti-swing off text.
Yes, Steve, the transplanted New Yorker. Please, 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 no crowing over Schwarber robbery of All-Star Game MVP over Alonso. Ridiculous new rule. Why not put a giant clown head over the center field fence, and whatever hitter puts a homer in his mouth automatically wins the game?
Well,
Ghost runner, pitch counts, robot umpires, let's ruin the national pastime altogether.
No. You see, you got to change with the times. Every sport does it. You decide games now with shootouts. You decide games with penalty shots. You can't let the game go into forever, especially an All-Star game. You've already used up these pitchers. What are you going to do? You're going to go into extra innings and have a guy have to throw 3-4 innings? They used to do that back in the day. It's ridiculous to think that they should do that. So the ending the game with a swing off is perfectly fine. Now, Schwarber getting the MVP is ridiculous.
Come on.
No. Listen, I agree with the guy. I mean, you can't give a guy an MVP because he got 3 swings. And it was clutch, don't get me wrong. He's hitting off a batting practice pitcher. Alonso did it in the throes of a game.
Yeah, but you mentioned it earlier. The pressure, 3 swings, all 3 homers.
Alonso doesn't have pressure when he steps up there against a live pitcher?
I know, but he needed...
You're just a Alonso hater.
They needed all 3 of those home runs.
You're the Alonso hater.
Alonso, if Schwarber doesn't hit 3 home runs in that scenario, Alonso sets himself up to be the MVP because he's going to win it for him. Schwarber made Alonso totally irrelevant in the end of that swing.
Alonso did it in the game. You should not get the MVP for something you don't do in the game.
Do they win the game without Kyle Schwarber?
Who knows? They might have. Alonso might have won it.
And Alonso would have got MVP then.
Oh, stop it. It's ridiculous.
It was 3 homers and 3 swings, Mike.
To give a guy an MVP because of a swing off.
They were like, if he gets 2 here, this is good for the National League.
I would have said, if I were the voters,
2,
I would have banded together and said, you know what? We can't vote for an MVP in this game. There's no MVP. Sorry. I'll take the bat home myself.
Oh, no. You give it to Kyle Schwarber.
Come on, man.
Just like a new contract. Give that man, pay that man.
Let's go to
MVP.
Hal in Naples. Hal, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hal. Yo, Hal.
Mike, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's happening? Listen, couple questions real quick. Mm-hmm. Now, you know a lot more than I do about this. I'm a Phillies fan, but you would know what's going on with Painter. I mean, for the last 3 years, they've been trying to get this guy up to the majors, maybe. This year, he can come.
it doesn't look like they're going to bring him up. He hasn't been that consistently successful at the AAA level.
But he's your number one prospect still, right?
Yes, and they say they're not trading him, so he'll be in the system. Okay. It's just a matter of time when he gets up. Now, you can't bring a guy up who's not dominating in AAA. I don't think there's no need to do it.
I understand that,
unless you want to do it and you don't want to throw Taijuan Walker anymore, which is a possibility.
Right. And another one. I must have been awoken by my slumber, but since when there's the All-Star game, you don't get home field advantage if you win the game?
No, that's died about 4 years ago. you might see. Here's the thing: how you're in Naples, the sun shines every day. You go to the beach, you play golf.
I'm in Wildwood half the time.
All right. Well, apparently when you're in Wildwood, you weren't paying attention.
I got to go down there next month for 2 months to close up my hotel. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mike,
all right.
Keep up the great work, man. I mean, I'll tell you what, you're one of the best, man.
Thank you, Hal. You appreciate it. One of.
All right. Well, Mount Rushmore has 4, Mike. I mean, if you're on Mount Rushmore, there's still 3 heads next to you.
All right. I got you. By the way, let's fake a deal. We getting any impact on the let's fake a deal trade?
We did.
Manuel Clase for Aiden Miller, Mick Abel, and Gene Cabrera.
AJ from Coatesville. I'm doing the deal for Clase. He's under club control, elite closer at 27 years old. His cutter and four-seam routinely hover around 100 miles per hour, slider in the low 90s. Only given up 4 runs last 29 appearances. Had a bad April with an ERA over 7. In April, he gave up 9 earned runs in 5 appearances, but also had 7 appearances that month where he gave up 0 earned. Since April, here is month-by-month ERA, 0.84, 1.54, 1.17.
This is a deal that's right up my alley, by the way, because you know my prospect that I want to keep.
Yeah,
Justin Crawford.
You're not protecting.
I think Justin Crawford be a starting center fielder. Aiden Miller, I don't know where he fits. Mick Abel, Gene Cabrera. I'll do that in a heartbeat. Those 3 prospects from Manuel Clase. I don't know anybody that says no to that.
There's some people that said that on the YouTube chat.
What are they saying?
Yes. Neil's saying, don't like it. I'll pass.
Why don't you like it? What's not to like about that? What do you like that much about right now? Aiden Miller, Mick Abel, and Gene Cabrera.
There's people are saying it's too much to pay for a reliever.
It is not too much to
everyday guy.
When you need a reliever, it's too much to pay.
I'm just reading what they're saying.
Come on,
Mike.
people, what's going on with you out there? You need this guy. You don't need to get 3 prospects.
MBD saying no, wouldn't do it. I think Clase is going to cost you, but I don't think it should be that much. Colby saying he'd do it. I got a nice job Ray out of Colby. Thank you, Colby.
Am I missing something here? Is that too much?
I think it's right. I think it's right where it's going to be for him.
Too much, really?
So, all right, to the people that wouldn't do it, if I changed the name from Miller to Crawford, would you do it? Well, not you specifically, because I know you specifically do the original deal.
It's hard for me to believe Aiden Miller. Well, because he's got power, I guess, is the higher prospect. And he's got a little more pop than Crawford.
Yeah, 21-year-old in Double-A, not bad.
All right, but come on, Turner's going to. Well, I don't know if this kid is a shortstop. So what are they going to do? Would they trade Bohm and make him the third baseman and then keep Turner at shortstop, or is Turner ticketed for center field? And how does that impede the progress of Justin Crawford? Like, what are they going to do with Turner?
Ooh, here we go. We got a text here. Clase stinks. Why do you guys like him so much?
Clase stinks.
7 blown saves this year.
Yeah, well, sometimes it changes scenery. Like the year before, nobody touched him.
Yeah, I mean that's. Clase stinks is a wild thing to say when you've watched this bullpen all year.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best year. Sometimes guys get bored. Their team's out of it. They're not, they're not in a race.
I mean, he's had 40-plus saves the last 3 seasons. He's got a sub-3 ERA. I think saying he stinks is just coping here with the fact that maybe you go somewhere else. If you want to tell me, you know what, I'd prefer that deal for Duran, all right, maybe I could get on board with you there. But tell me Clase stinks is a little too much.
Yeah. By the way, you're really out of it if you don't know that the rule that you get home field advantage in the World Series, because that rule changed in 2016 after the 2016 season. Bud Selig was still in office, wasn't he? When that rule changed?
I think
it was a Bud Selig move. And then they finally changed it in 2016.
The lineup we read for you with Tommy Joseph at first base is more recent than that rule change.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's been a while.
It's been 9 years, folks. 610-632-0975. Couple of lines. Good time to get in. Mike Missanelli Show on General Knowledge Wednesday.
Hey, everybody. It's Bill.
For 20 minutes, the news at noon. A little later in the show, I'm going to play a soundbite from pro golfer Scotty Scheffler. I'm going to try to withhold my opinion about it because I want the audience to hear it first. And I want the audience to tell me what their instincts are after they hear it. It's kind of weird. It's a weird Scotty Scheffler presser and he said some things in it that, I don't know, you have to evaluate. So I would like the audience to evaluate it. We'll do that a little later. But also, our good pal Bill Colarulo, we in memoriam of Bill, we always listen to Unfiltered to see what things he can say to irritate us.
Bill, just listen to Mike.
And yesterday, Ray, I don't know, do we have the recording of this? We do. So Bill was talking about his subject with Ricky was what manager or coach of the four majors do you trust or you trust the least? And here's what Bill said.
I'm going to say I trust Rob Thompson less than I trust Nick Nurse, simply because Nurse has gotten that championship before. We haven't seen Nick Nurse with his full complement of players yet. Rob Thompson, I didn't like the way he managed down the stretch last year. That's why I'm saying I trust Thompson the least. But I think we all agree Dombrowski's got to give him more players before the deadline.
See, first of all, to bring up that subject, Ray, is only a way for Bill to laud Nick Sirianni even more.
Hell yeah.
Right? That's his aim. When he introduces a subject like that, his aim is to put some more icing on the cake of Nick Sirianni. Because nobody in town is going to say that, like he's the number one trustable coach right now, Nick Sirianni.
So much good. I'm the smartest coach in the world.
Nick Nurse is more trusting or more trusted than Rob Thompson? Really? What the hell has Nick Nurse done with this team? Forget about what he did in Toronto. It doesn't matter. What has he done here?
Let me throw one more on you there. He says least, and they were talking four majors. Rick Tocchet has not coached a single game for the Flyers and is more trusted than the manager
of the
that
Phillies.
Managed the Phillies to a pennant just a few years ago.
Yes. He got him in the World Series, got him in the playoffs where they were a favorite a couple times. He's a Rob Thompson hater. A Nick Sirianni lover and a Rob Thompson hater. It's mind-boggling to me.
It's just amazing to me. 4. He ends up.
See, these are the days where I wish he was sitting
on
here
his list,
so I could yell and get in his, up his shirt, his tight shirt.
I was driving my way back from going grocery shopping, and I heard it, and I nearly turned. I nearly made the U-turn to come here to work because I wanted to yell at him to his face on this one. How in the world do you have him 4 of this group? You don't have teams that are competing at a high level right now with the other 2.
Let's break it down. First of all, he's a Flyer devotee, right? The fly in Bill's world, the Flyers get immunity. We've been over that many times on shows that we've done, right? Yeah, with the hockey horn, the whole bit. Now, we know he's already on the record of loving Nick Sirianni, and we know he's on the record of hating Rob Thompson. And he doesn't change his opinion. Tocchet hasn't coached a game. Nick Nurse has done squat with the Sixers. Oh, here's a full complement of players. What, you mean to tell me you can't win more?
And
you don't have the full complement. Who has the full complement of players in the NBA?
Bill was the same guy saying when they lost to the Knicks that he was disappointed in Nick Nurse because Nick Nurse had all season without Embiid to plan for the non-Embiid minutes, and they still lost.
Sirianni lover, a Flyer devotee, and a Thompson hater. And all of that comes down to Rob Thompson is the least trusted manager and coach in this city. Come on, man. Come on.
4th. He had him 4 out of 4.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's go to the text board and we'll get to Brian in Pottstown.
All right, we got some people checking on the Let's Fake a Deal. You're built to win now with the Wheeler time frame. Make the trade, David in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Now, it doesn't solve their outfield problem, but getting Class A for those 3 players to me is a no-brainer.
We have a lot of people on social media totally against it. With this is too expensive, overpay.
What is so expensive about that? Can you tell me?
It's Miller. I think, actually, I don't know. There's still some people I think in the city that are high on Abel. Because we have like a little sliver of this fan base has the trade Painter, protect Abel mindset.
Abel looks like a guy who's going to continue to have these kind of command problems for a really long time. I'm sorry. That's what I see in him. I mean, he lost it in a blink and is back to having command problems. Aiden Miller really doesn't have anywhere to play here. And Gene Cabrera, I mean, you're giving away at 12 I mean,
well, yeah, I don't think people are holding on to Gene Cabrera.
It's Aiden Miller, who isn't really lighting it up at Double-A. Crawford is.
When we first threw this out there, Mark in Jersey said Escobar, Abel, and Cabrera for Clase, which I think Escobar is 6 on the prospect list, Abel's 5, and Cabrera is 12. Are you getting a controllable closer who's had 3 straight 40-save seasons, a sub-3 ERA, and still has club control for one top 5 prospect?
Yeah,
it's tough for me to think that if I'm the Guardians, like if I'm on Cleveland radio today and someone proposes that trade to me, I say, well, why would I give up Clase for that? I'll go shopping somewhere else to give up Clase.
Yeah,
like I just think.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
I don't sit here
for
and
the Guardians. That's not good enough.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I feel 100% like, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is the exact price I want to pay. But I think it's the price you have to pay to get it.
Yeah,
like if you want something, you have to pay to get it.
I agree. Brian in Pottstown joins us. What's up, Brian? You're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
What's up, Mike? That was one of the worst Bill takes I've ever heard in my life.
He's a Rob Thompson hater. He has always
really
been
unbelievable. But back to the Phillies.
Yeah.
They have to make a deal here. I mean, and I don't really care what you give up. I think you said earlier they're not interested in giving up Painter. Was that just your opinion? Or
no, they've said that. They pretty much said that he's not touchable.
Well, with the way this pitching staff is pitching right now, and the aging superstars or stars that we have, it's the window's open now, and next season we're not. I can't guarantee we're even going to be close to this kind of team because you're losing Suarez. I would assume they're not going to re-sign him.
Yeah.
And the one thing I hate from this offseason was the move for Max Kepler. It felt like a Whit Merrifield move.
Yeah.
When you needed more.
Yeah, I agree. Now, they'll tell you there wasn't a right-handed batter available. He was the best guy available. We took a shot. It didn't work out. And you know, the Twins gave up on him. To me, you don't – if Twins are giving up on a player, like it gives me a second thought about whether I want to acquire him. Somebody's giving up on him. I go, you know, maybe they're right.
No, I agree.
All right, you went general knowledge question. It's we're in the area of all-time best-selling musical acts in the U.S. The first act that is topping the charts was the Beatles at $183 million. Second was Garth Brooks at $162 million. Third is Elvis Presley with $146.5 million. Who is fourth? It's a rock band.
Oh, let's go. AC/DC.
I'm singing the damn song. Oh, no, it's not AC/DC. Sorry, Brian.
I got it, Mike.
It's the Eagles. I was singing Desperado, Ray. I was giving him a hit.
I'm glad that was his hit.
You didn't have that one either?
No.
The Eagles at $120 million are fourth on the list. Ray, on the other side, your rock question. The Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Schwarber wins it for the National League. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The first ever swing off in All-Star Game history. Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in 3 swings to give the National League a lead and eventually the win. Here's how the third swing sounded.
That's MVP material if he gets the third one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing. With the hat trick. Look out, Chop House.
Schwarber became the second Philly ever to win All-Star Game MVP, the first since Johnny Carlson won the award in 1964. The win was just the second for the NL in the game since 2012. The Summer Sixers beat the Wizards 74-58 last night. His third overall pick, VJ Edgecombe, returned to action and scored all 15 of his points in the second half. They're back at it tonight at 8 o'clock against the Mavericks on ESPN. And tonight in Chester, the Union hosts CF Montreal at 7:30. You can hear the live call of the game right here on The Fanatic. This update's brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry now through July 31st. Learn more at mbusa.com/dream. I'm Ray Dunham, the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
This song has this piercing little. It's coming up, I think, right? Here it is. Here it is. Hear it back. All right. There you go. I just wanted to hear that part of it. It's the Mike Missanelli Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, Ray. It's time for your general knowledge question. We're in the musical area. So these are the best-selling acts. We went Beatles, Garth Brooks, Elvis Presley, and the Eagles. Fifth is also a rock band, considered one of the greatest rock bands of all time. 112.5 million they've sold. One of the top 5 bands of all time. For my money, third as far as bigness. Bigness would go Beatles, Stones, and this band.
Beatles, Stones. I got nothing.
Really?
Beach Boys. I got nothing.
Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
Zepp.
Not getting that.
You weren't getting that, huh?
No.
Huh.
Much respect to their music, but
okay. Let's go back to the text board. What is the social media reaction text we have?
No, I mean the social media reaction we're getting right now is
social media reaction.
A lot of people. We finally get people on social media saying that they would do the deal, but for a while there, people were going crazy with the fact that they wouldn't do the deal.
Yeah, the deal is the Let's Fake a Deal segment, which we're doing every day until they actually make a deal here. The Phillies get Emmanuel Clase, the closer for the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians get Aiden Miller, the Phillies' number 2 prospect. Mick Abel, their number 5 prospect. And Gene Cabrera, their number 12 prospect. Would you do this deal? Why or why not? Surprising amount of people say they're not doing the deal. And I go, wait. You know you don't have enough right now. Now, Clase gets you closer to having enough. Why would you not want that at the price of prospects that you have no idea what's going to happen?
Brian from Warminster is saying I would definitely do that deal for Clase. Also, what are your thoughts on bringing up Crawford right after the break to man center and move Marsh to left?
Well, I would do that, and I said that I would do that a month ago. So, yes. Now, you move Marsh to left field as an everyday left fielder? Is that what the deal is? So you have Crawford left-handed, and you have Marsh left-handed. Where's the right-handed bat that sticks in there?
Oh, you know who the right-handed bat is.
Double O?
That's right.
Double O. Otto Kemp against left-handers. Woohoo. Crawford every day. Platoon in left with Marsh and Kemp. Is that what the deal is? Is that enough?
No.
That's still not enough. I happen to agree. All right. Mike Missanelli Show. You're listening to it right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. WPEN HD1, Burlington, Philadelphia, Beasley Media Group station, broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studios, powering possibilities. We do have the HR Godfather on the line. Hang in there, HR Godfather, because it is noon, and everybody enjoy their lunch over another rendition of The News at Noon.
There's a whole lot going on in this world. It's time to catch up. Here's the News at Noon. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
The News at Noon. First one we'll go to has something to do with the All-Star selection and the All-Star week. Ray Dunn with the News at Noon. Ray, what do you got?
Yeah, John Smoltz hopped on Foul Territory, the show that Ken Rosenthal does, and was talking about generational pitchers. And a concern he has with the game is that we're running out of them. They will no longer exist after this current crop retires.
Mark my words. I'll give it 3 years. When the generational 3-year pitchers, the great guys that we know are going to call it career here in the next 3 years, you're never going to see them again. The Verlanders, the Kershaws, Adam Wainwright just retired. You're never going to see Charlie Morton. You're never going to see Zach Wheeler. Like, that to me should be the narrative that organizations are going, man, we got to find a way to reverse this narrative, because that commodity is getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and we're going to have to replace it more and more and more.
Well, why? What's his reasoning for that? Is it because the pitchers are being raised differently in the minor leagues? Like, why would there not be other great pitchers coming along?
I guess he's concerned of arm health with the way they have them max out and the way that they're only trained to go 5, 6.
Okay, so I wish I would have gotten more detail on that. That he could have explained that a little bit.
I just think it's kind of absurd to say that when Skeen starts the All-Star game.
Yeah, I think what he is thinking that none of these pitchers can hold up like these guys have. Like, and frankly, these guys, nobody's really held up. All these generational pitchers have been sidelined with injuries from time to time.
Right.
So I don't know what he means unless he's saying that they're only bred now to pitch 5, 6 innings, and therefore there can't be a generational pitcher like the Zach Wheelers and the Clayton Kershaws of the world who can go longer. Maybe he's saying that.
Yeah, but I think you could have said that about Wheeler before he got to Philly.
Yeah, because he was hurt.
Yeah, so I think Smoltz is sounding an alarm that maybe he just doesn't like the direction of starting pitching in baseball, but I think to say there's no generational arms coming up next, I mean, they were, starting a 23-year-old? And we're having a conversation about the Miz being worthy of being in the game? Like, there's good pitching that's still going to be in this league.
Yeah. Smoltz says a lot of things.
Yeah.
He says sometimes too many things. But I had him on my podcast, too, when I had the podcast. He was pretty good.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I had Glavin, too. Joe Davis, I think, does a fantastic job. Now, did I miss a conversation? Did he have a conversation with Jacob Wilson saying that he pitched against him? Did I miss that?
So he did talk to Jacob Wilson. I don't know.
Did Joe Davis say something about pitching against Jacob? How old's Joe Davis?
He's young.
Like, how
old? But I don't
old
think he's young enough to pitch to Jacob Wilson.
He couldn't have been young enough to pitch Jacob Wilson. That was a good, cool moment, by the way. Jack Wilson being mic'd up.
Yeah.
The mother didn't say words. Boo. They just had Jack.
Was she mic'd up?
Well, I mean, they could have. Could have mic'd her. Or she could have turned and said something. No? I don't know. It was weird that the mom was mom and Jack Wilson was doing all the talking. Jacob Wilson seems like a nice kid.
Yeah.
He seems like he's 14 years old playing Major League Baseball, too.
He does seem like he's 40. I mean, not too far off, right? He's really young.
How old is he? Like 21?
Jacob Wilson.
Yeah, he could. Joe Davis
like
could have pitched to him.
No. 23.
Oh, he's 23?
Yeah.
And how old's Joe Davis?
30.
Oh,
yeah, they could have
he's in his
pitched.
30s.
Yeah. Joe Davis is 37.
Yeah, he said something strange about pitching to him.
Maybe
All right.
Montgomery. No, I was looking to see if some of the minor league stops that Davis had, whether it was like end of career Wilson and
Davis
Jack
was
Wilson.
in the minor leagues.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, Joe Davis called games for Montgomery Biscuits.
Oh, he called games.
Yeah,
he didn't play.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to see if there was like. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was. You were saying he was a player.
Oh no.
All right. Okay.
No. He did the broadcaster minor league route.
Okay. What's next?
All right. Keeping it with the generational pitchers here. Clayton Kershaw mic'd up while he was on the mound. He and Joe Davis going back and forth, and you kind of listen to him break it down.
Yeah, this was cool.
His pitch selection. So take a listen.
And we're actually going to get to talk baseball with Clayton. I can't believe you're doing this, Clayton.
I can't either. I'm going to try to throw some cheese real quick. Hold on.
Kelly puts it in the air to left field. And a sliding catch by Kyle Tucker.
That was sick.
Easy.
That was sick. I think this might be my last batter, guys.
That was sweet.
Yeah. How hard was that one? 91?
It was an out.
It was an out. All right. I'm going cheese again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. I mean, you and Paul Skeens are pretty much the same guy.
Right down the middle. I'm so glad he didn't swing. Okay, I'm going curveball here.
Okay.
Oh, that was short.
That was short. He put it in the dirt.
What now?
And then they threw a hellacious curveball.
All right, now I think I probably got to go slider. Let's think what Will thinks, but I think I got to go slider here. No, he wants curveball again.
Curveball. As hellacious this was.
Hey.
That was a beauty. That curveball was nasty that he threw there. I think I got to go curveball here. What do you think, the batter's reading his lips?
Well, that's the other thing. If I'm from some other team, I'm watching what
Yeah,
what
on
Will
TV?
Smith is doing. I'm like, please, advance screen,
on
advance
TV,
screen.
Yeah. He's throwing a curve.
Yeah. Right? Look for the hook.
It's weird. Yeah, it's kind of like say it under his voice, but you almost, if you're in the batter, you can almost hear what he's saying.
That was almost worth having him in the All-Star.
That was pretty
game.
good. Clayton Kershaw was a good sport about it too when he went out. He said, "It's my last hitter." All right, finally we got A-Rod. Oh boy,
A-Rod saying he believes Rob Manfred should go to Cooperstown.
Oh my God, are you sucking up to him? Go ahead.
I agree with you. I'm a big Rob Manfred fan, and I think he deserves a lot of credit. Single-handedly, I mean, with the changes he's made the last 2 or 3 years to really save our game, he probably belongs in Cooperstown. But the reason why I like this, Colin, technology's made the game better. Anytime you make players and umpires more accountable, it's a great thing. Going back 10 years, that strike you see right there on the screen, 83% of the time, the umpires were getting it right. 10 years ago. Today, that number's ballooned to 97%. So it's a much better quality, much better game, much better accuracy. All those things are good. Now, the application of it, we have to go see how it works. I know they've been doing it in the minor leagues. I am really looking forward to tonight to see how that plays out, because I'm a little bit on the fence, but I'm more pro because I think Rob Manfred deserves some credit. He's built some equity here over the last 3 or 4 years with his changes.
Hey, Rob, don't forget to put a good word in for me for the Hall of Fame. My God. When this guy's talking about accountability, a steroid cheater?
Yeah.
Talking about accountability?
Accountability is a hell of a word for him to use.
Come on now, A-Rod. I loathe him.
Also, could we wait on the Rob Manfred Hall of Fame before we get to the next CBA? Like,
yeah.
If we lose the season of baseball, I mean, he's going to get into Cooperstown anyways because that's what they do with all the commissioners.
Yeah.
But let's wait.
I will say he has been progressive. So
he's certainly helped
gone
baseball.
from hated to being progressive.
I think he's done a good job in changing the game. I just mean that I'm not going to start to sing the guy's praises until I get to 2027 and find out how much baseball I might miss.
That's fair. 610-632-0975. That is the news at noon. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your phone calls. HR Godfather up next. Your call at 610-632-0975. General Knowledge Wednesday, playing for a $100 gift card to Primo Hoagies. Back after this.
Andrew Salciunas.
97.5, The Fanatic. Coming up this hour, Scotty Scheffler. I really don't know what to make of this. This is why I want to play it. And I want people to make what you will of it. I've heard a lot of pundits laud how wonderful this thing is. And I'm trying to figure out where they're coming from. But we'll let you hear that coming up this hour. Meantime, we're taking your phone calls at 610-622-0975. It is General Knowledge Wednesday. Ray and the audience are tied 2-2 right now, and we are playing for a $100 gift card to Primo's Hoagies. Thanks to our friends at Primo's Hoagies for delivering this for us. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Let's go to HR. Godfather's been hanging in there. HR, what's happening today?
Hey, Mike, good to talk to you.
What's up, buddy?
Listen, I'm in the camp of let's make the trade. We know that the three guys that they're giving up are prospects. I'm not seeing Nick Abel as that big a deal. I think this is a guy who's going to be a mid-level pitcher. Now, I'm fine giving him up. And the other two, yeah, they're going to be potentially good players, but we've got to make the trade. We cannot go further without strengthening our bullpen. My concern is one new arm isn't enough. Is Alvarado going to be able to come back and make any contributions when his suspension is over mid-August?
Well, it all depends what kind of shape he's kept himself in. I have no idea whether they have a hold on him at this point. He is supposed to come back in August. There's plenty of time to make a contribution. He won't be eligible for the playoffs, so they'll still have to fill that gap no matter where it is, maybe with a starter. But, yeah, he'll be back, and whether he'll be effective remains to be seen.
Okay. I'm absolutely thinking that the moving Marsh to left field, that doesn't solve the problem. But why do you think they have not brought Crawford up already? What is the hesitancy
I don't
there?
know. I think maybe the roster spots, like what would they do with the roster spots? I guess they could send Rojas down. They would have to release Kepler and eat that money. Maybe I got to think that Kepler is on his way to that anyway. So it's possible that they just reach the climax with him, and that's what they'll do. They'll DFA him, and they'll bring up Crawford.
And Rojas is never going to be a major league hitter.
No, I don't.
I mean, he may be a great outfielder, but he's never going to be able to hit in the major league. But that still leaves us with the need for a bat. So if you were the general manager / head of baseball operations, what are you looking at in terms of it? Does it definitely have to be a right-handed power bat?
It has to be a right-handed bat. They just don't have a right-handed power bat that they can put in the outfield. Now, I don't know who that is. So, to be honest with you, the best.
What do we give up?
I don't know. I'm trying to look around the league who would be available, and I don't see many options as a right-handed power bat. So the best they could do might be to get Clase and to split that left field position and bite the bullet and cross your fingers that you can get enough production out of a platoon there.
Oh.
I don't know. I just don't see any viable candidates who are right-handed power bats that people are willing to give up.
A lot of wishing and hoping there.
There is a lot of wishing and hoping. Yeah, it's not a solvable situation by any stretch. All right, brother, you want to let me give you
point?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You were going to make one more.
Do we have enough assets? Yeah, do we have enough assets if there were a right-handed bat that were available to give up? What do we have to give up after we've rated our three
for Class A? For Class A. Yeah, you raised a good point, Godfather. I don't know, but you know what? If the Phillies had paid me, they don't pay me. I'm an unpaid 17th assistant general manager. So if they had paid me, I would do a little more study. All right, let me give you a general knowledge question.
I only have one thing.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
All right, this is people with D initials. The D is in David. So if I say to you, Schwarzenegger's twin, with twin in quotations, Schwarzenegger's twin, who am I looking for? With initials with a D.
It's the short little guy, Danny DeVito.
That is correct. Oh, the HR Godfather. Yes, Twins, the movie, which Ray you've seen, right?
No.
Danny DeVito plays Arnold Schwarzenegger's twin brother.
I picked up on
in
that.
the movie Twins.
Context clues led me there.
All right, here's yours. Here's your question, Ray. History, a little history.
Oh boy.
The Allied commander at D-Day for U.S. was the commanding general at D-Day.
Dwight Eisenhower?
That is correct. Oh, Ray! What a monster hit.
Thank you, Dad.
Dwight Eisenhower. Why'd you thank your dad there?
Because World War II history right up his alley.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
so he put those lessons forth?
Yeah, my great-grandfather jumped in on D-Day.
Get out.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yes, that is something that's been really driven into me my entire life to know my history about that.
God, you should not. I didn't know that. But
yes.
I went right into your wheelhouse there.
Yes. No, if I got that one wrong, I think there would have been about an hour-long phone call on my drive home.
All right. Let's go to Ish in Levittown checking in. Uh-oh, Ish is back. What's up, Ish?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good, Ish. How you doing?
I'm okay. Yeah, I want to talk about the All-Star game.
Uh-huh.
It really didn't appeal to me that much. And Alex Rodriguez saying that Rob Manfred is a Hall of Famer. I think his Hall of Fame went down when he called the trophy a piece of metal. I think like that totally took him out of the running for Hall of Fame. And with the Phillies, I don't know. I really think they should trade Andrew Painter if they can get a good haul back for him. I think now is the time to strike gold and, trying to get...
That would be a bold move. I'll tell you, to trade him would be a bold move. You better get a really good return. You better get guys that assure you that you can go far. That almost have to be a World Series guarantee to get the players in that deal.
What about Brian Buxton?
Byron Buxton. Apparently, the people in Minnesota are all bent out of shape. They're saying he's got a no-trade clause. There's no way he wants to stay in Minnesota. He doesn't want to move, and he's got a no-trade clause. I don't know if that's the case. All right. We find out if he's got a no-trade clause.
Apparently he does.
He does. He has a no-trade clause. So he would have to agree to come here. And apparently he likes Minnesota.
Okay. I do want a general knowledge, but is Ray there today?
No. Fred's here, though. Fred?
How are you?
No, it's Ray.
Fred.
Yeah, Ray's here, yes.
Oh, hey, Ray. I see you're the fighting Irish guy. Let him up. Let the paws out, Raymond. Raymond's the short little leprechaun guy. Raymond's the Lucky Charms guy. Take the rainbow, Raymond. I'm ready for my general knowledge question.
Yeah, it was weak. That was weak. I got to be honest with you. That was weak. First of all, he's not little. He's not little, right? He's tall.
This is bad.
Yeah,
this is very bad.
Good. All right.
Is this a joke call?
Ish, here's your general knowledge question. Ish, what is the best-selling arcade game of all time?
Pac-Man.
That's correct. Oh, my God. Woo-hoo! Oh, my God. Ish, maybe for the first time ever, gets a question correct.
If I lose by one.
Ray? We are.
I should have hung up on him.
We are in general knowledge, Ray. What type of tiger, in quotations, roamed the Americas before going extinct around 8,000 BC?
Sabretooth?
That's correct. Oh, my God. Ray's on a roll. We are tied at 4. What is going on here?
I couldn't let Ish get the better of me there.
2 in a row for Ray. 610-632-0975. $100 gift card is at stake at the Primo Hoagies. We're back after this.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Schwarber wins it for the National League. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. In the first ever swing-off in All-Star Game history, Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in 3 swings to give the National League a lead and eventually the win. Here's how the third swing sounded.
That's MVP material if he gets the third one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing.
Schwarber became the second Philly to ever win the All-Star Game MVP, the first since Johnny Callison won the award in 1964. The win was just the second for the National League since 2012. The Summer Sixers beat the Wizards 74-58 last night as the third overall pick. VJ Edgecombe returned to action and scored all 15 of his points in the second half. They're back at it tonight at 8 o'clock against the Mavericks on ESPN. Tonight in Chester, the Union hosts CF Montreal at 7:30. You can hear the live called game right here on The Fanatic. This update's brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Learn more at MBUSA.com/dream. I'm Ray Dunn, the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Show 97.5, The Fanatic. 610-632-0975. General Knowledge Wednesday. Big prize at stake. You want to join in? Ray and the audience tied right now at 4-4. All right, let me get to this because I really don't know what to make of this. Scotty Scheffler, the world's most successful golfer right now, has dominated pretty much over the last couple of years. And he's at the Open. It's in Ireland this year. Some call it the British Open, but they over there they just kind of pompously say it's the Open. So he's at the Open, and they ask him about all this winning he's doing, and he basically kind of reduced it to it's not that important. And a lot of people will eat this up. I didn't. Let's hear what Scotty had to say.
To win the Byron Nelson Championship at home, I literally worked my entire life to become good at golf, to have an opportunity to win that tournament. And you win it, you celebrate, hug my family, my sister's there. It's such an amazing moment. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to eat for dinner? Life goes on. Is it great to be able to win tournaments and to accomplish the things I have in the game of golf? Yeah. It brings tears to my eyes just to think about, because it's literally worked my entire life to become good at the sport, and to have that kind of sense of accomplishment, I think is a pretty cool feeling. To get to live out your dreams is very special. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not out here to inspire the next generation of golfers. I'm not here to inspire somebody else to be the best player in the world, because what's the point? This is not a fulfilling life. It's fulfilling from a sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest places of your heart. There's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world, and then they're like, what's the point? Showing up at the Masters every year, it's like, why do I want to win this golf tournament so badly? I don't know, because if I win, it's going to be awesome for about 2 minutes.
Well, I'm totally confused. What the hell is he saying there? What is the point of what he's saying? First of all, it's real easy for him to say that when he's as accomplished and has made enough money to be set for life already. It doesn't really mean anything. What happens 2 minutes and you get dinner? It's your profession. Everybody would love to be successful at their profession. It's not fulfilling. Your profession is what fuels everything you do in life, because it brings you the financial sustenance to enjoy all the things that you want to enjoy in life. What is he saying there? He sounds like an ingrate.
I mean, I think there's a certain separation you could take from professional fulfillment to personal fulfillment. But
his personal fulfillment, he's worked all his life to accomplish what he's accomplished. What do you mean it's not fulfilling?
Maybe he imagined that it would feel some type of way, and it didn't feel that way. I'm the number one in the world.
Well, then quit. Like, why does he keep doing it then?
Well,
if it's not fulfilling, why does he keep doing it?
You just said he needs that. It's the way you make your living. Like that. This is his job.
He's made his living already. Quit then. If it's not fulfilling, it's like you celebrate for 2 minutes, and the only thing is, where are we going to go for dinner? Well, then, you realize how many golfers would love to have achieved in their professional life like he's achieved. He's kicking dirt on all those guys that are trying to succeed in their profession.
He's kicking dirt on them how?
He's kicking dirt on them because he's coming from an ivory tower saying, well, isn't that fulfilling? Well, yeah, it's not fulfilling. You've won a ton. Your life is set for it because you have mastered your profession, and it's not fulfilling, then quit.
See, what I hear there is I worked my entire life to do this. I wanted to do this. I won. And then once the initial feeling of winning stopped, it was like, okay, what now? It's almost the guy that, I was fulfilled in the moment, but I thought it would be something all-encompassing that it wasn't.
And yet, every tournament, he's obsessed with winning. You see how disappointed he gets when he hits a bad shot? He mopes around the whole bit. He's still obsessed with winning. Why, then? If it's not fulfilling, what are you chasing, then?
He's chasing the high.
Quit. Just quit. If it's not fulfilling. You have knocked it down to the point where, it's all well and good. You win a tournament, you celebrate for 2 minutes, and then you wait. It's really not fulfilling. I'm not here to inspire anybody. Blah, blah. Why not? People are looking up to you. People looked up to Tiger Woods. He inspired a whole generation of golfers.
And I think Scheffler, even though he says he's not there to do it, he's going to inspire them anyways, right?
But he's going the opposite way. I'm not here to inspire. It's like Charles saying he's not here to be a role model. It's like you are naturally something. People are looking up to you. Enjoy the ride. If not, freaking quit.
Well, that's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like he worked his entire way to get to something, and maybe instead of enjoying the ride, he thought he was going to enjoy the destination, and the destination hasn't been what he enjoyed.
All right, then go have dinner. Put the golf clubs on a rack in your garage. Don't play ever again since it's not fulfilling. Since the real meaning of life is what you do with your little family and your kid, then just do that. Don't burden anybody else with this. It's not fulfilling.
Does golf need Scotty Scheffler more than Scotty Scheffler needs golf?
I don't really know the answer to that question, nor is it relevant. Because Scotty Scheffler is the one that's saying it's not relevant.
Well,
in the same time where he's obsessed with winning, in the next breath he's saying it's not worth it.
And that's the way he feels about it. I mean,
it's weird. You don't find that weird?
I mean, I think that I'm looking at it as a separation of your professional fulfillment and your personal fulfillment. In terms of what he needs to do on the golf course to win, he is able to fulfill that. Does it give him the feeling inside in which he is like, this is what this is all about?
He's saying, well, what's the point? Well, then quit. Like, I don't understand. What do you want us to feel bad for you that you're so successful? Like, I don't understand the methodology of what he said there. What is he trying to say? What point is he actually trying to make? If it's not fulfilling, quit.
But again, I see this as a fork in the road of fulfillment, because you're taking this as he's fulfilling his life as a golfer, and he is doing that. He's winning. He's really good at the golf thing. I think he's trying to tell you more about his life and the way he views life than the way he views golf.
People sucked it up. All the pundits. Oh, my God, Scotty's being so revealing and honest. Well, of course he's being revealing and honest now. He's set for life with $1 zillion in the bank.
Well, yeah, it's a lot easier to say it now. But
of course
the reason he can say this is because he's actually gotten to the mountaintop. There's a lot of people that think that mountaintop is going to fulfill them, and they try to work their way up to the peak.
You know what, Ray? Buy a Dairy Queen and pour some ice cream. Then, if this isn't fulfilling, you want to do something else that's more regular. Could you imagine Michael Jordan saying something like that? Kobe Bryant saying something like that? Those guys were competitive as hell. They wanted to eat your heart out. That fulfilled them. The same way it fulfills Scotty Scheffler. He wants to eat your heart out in a golf tournament. And now it's not fulfilling?
But on the golf course, he wants to do that. Again, I think this is a conversation outside of the golf course. He's more than just a golfer.
I don't understand it. I really don't. I listen to it and I go, what is he actually saying? What is he? Yeah, 2 minutes, and then where are you going to have dinner? You're trying to tell me you're a regular guy? You're not a regular guy. The reason why you got into this profession is not to be a regular guy. It was to win and beat other people so you can have all these riches so your life would be set. Come on, man. 610-632-0975. Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Ricky
Show 97.5 The Fanatic. One thing I did not hear in that Scotty Scheffler answer was, it doesn't matter if I win or not. It's not fulfilling. I didn't hear that. You know what's fulfilling to him? To win. Like, you can't strive to win every tournament, which he does ad nauseum, and then say it's not fulfilling. Because what's fulfilling in your life is to win. And then you go have dinner. I get it. That your family's important, blah, blah, blah. But you're striving to win because it's your profession and you want to succeed in your profession. That's the fulfilling part of it. Otherwise, if you weren't fulfilled, you wouldn't win. And you wouldn't strive to win. You wouldn't be obsessed to win. So I say if you're not obsessed to win and it's not fulfilling, why do you do it? I just don't understand the guy. I really don't. And I put it out there because I want to hear some what people have to say about this. And we do have a lot of text on it, right?
Yeah, we do. We got texters on both sides of the aisle here. First up, we got unnamed texter in Illinois saying, Scheffler sounds like an ungrateful child. Who is his publicist? Come on, Ray. Don't defend that. Bad behavior is bad behavior.
It's not bad behavior. It's just strange. It's strange to say something like that. It doesn't make any sense to me what he said.
Another text here saying, it sounds like he's saying, I achieved everything I could hope for in my business career, but if that's all there was, I'd be very unfulfilled. He's saying to keep your priorities straight.
Okay, then here's your priority. Golf's not fulfilling. Quit. There you go. I solved your problem for you. Not that fulfilling. You strive every week to win, which, to me, makes it fulfilling to you. Or you want to go through the rigmarole and the practice and the time it takes to be at the top of your profession if it wasn't fulfilling.
Another text here, Mike from Washington Township. Mike, good call on Scotty. If he wanted to be a regular guy, he would have spent half the day just hanging out. I don't see
hang out with your buddy. No, so you made enough money now to quit, right? It's not fulfilling. You're on the record. So withdraw from the Open. Why are you in Ireland now? You want to win the British Open? I guess you do. You're there.
Scotty basically said he got to the top of the mountain. Nothing was there. Admitting that doesn't mean he wants to leave the top of the mountain and stop competing.
You don't want to leave the top of the mountain because it brings you great acclaim, which must be a little fulfilling.
I mean, it sounds like a guy that right now is trying to figure out what he is outside of a golfer. Like, he accomplished what he wanted as a golfer.
Why do you have to be anything outside of being a golfer? You have your regular life. You have your beautiful big house because of golf. You have your beautiful family. Why is golf now unimportant? Golf is what's bringing you all that fulfillment, the rest of it.
Yeah, but I think he's saying the feeling of success is fleeting. You win, and it's okay, what's
well,
next?
Then he should have said that. He should have said, it's fleeting. It's nice, but it's fleeting because what's more important is real life. But he didn't say that. He sounded like a snark.
To you, he sounded like a snark. To me, that's what it sounded like he was saying. He's saying, I win, and within 2 minutes, it's what's for dinner. Like, that's something like, I won, I accomplished something.
I call bull feathers on that. Because when you win something, you have a glow to you. For the rest of that night, the next day, the day after that, you feel good about yourself because you accomplished something. It's like anything else. I remember writing a story in the Inquirer, and I said, that's really good. And I glowed the next day over it. I didn't forget about it. I said, I did something. I accomplished something. That was pretty cool.
But then you kept churning out stories of that level, and then you became used to that. And then you chased the next high of what it was. And then you chased the next. He has gone to the highest of heights as a golfer.
Yes, he has.
Right? So,
and he
chasing
sounds like he's ungrateful for it. And I can tell you, I guarantee you that other golfers listened to that and rolled their eyes. Like, dude, seriously? Like, we're trying our best to get to a level where you can actually make a living. And you're now at that level, and you're going to look down on it?
Is he looking down on the sport or looking outside of what he is?
He's looking down like, it's not important what I do. It is important. And you do inspire others. You can't say, I'm not out here to inspire others. You are inspiring others by your great play. There are kids that are looking up to him saying, I want to be like Scotty Scheffler, so I want to train as hard as he did. Let's go to Steve and Manayunk. Steve, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Steve. Go, Steve.
Yo,
what's up?
What's
going on?
You guys the last year or so, huge fan. Just wanted to talk about Cooper DeJean.
Yes, sir.
Little worried a little worried about his good party.
The off-season frivolity of Cooper DeJean. You're worried about that.
Small town Iowa guy. I'm looking back at a championship in 2017. I don't remember any guys really going off the rails like that.
Well, I don't know if he went off the rails. He certainly enjoyed himself, went here and there, and he enjoyed life in the big city. But I'll tell you what, Steve, here's where I think you ring true. If he starts off slow, there are going to be a heap of people to come at him saying, see what you did?
Yeah. See, it's all good if he plays well, but, one slip up 1 week. And
I hear you. I hear you. He set himself up now. Now, I think the kid is a really good player, so I think that he'll get right past that and play really well, and nobody will care about it. But I'm just saying, in a town like this that takes their football seriously, if he slacks off a little bit, it's like, hey, man, one less party, you may have made that play.
Exactly. I agree.
All right, buddy. General knowledge question for you?
Yeah, let me hear it.
All right, here it is. This is the best-selling musical acts in the United States. The following were the top of the list: the Beatles, Garth Brooks, Elvis Presley, Eagles, Led Zeppelin. The next man on the list, $89 million. He is a pop star. Who is it?
Oh man,
He is a pop star. $89 million. He's right below Led Zeppelin.
Michael Jackson.
Correctamundo. Hold on a second. Steve, what was that, Scott or Steve? Steve. That was Steve, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Steve with the big hit. All right, so the audience has taken a 5-4 lead, Ray. Next on the list, Ray, $86 million worth of sales. A solo pop artist.
Solo pop artist.
Uh-huh.
When was this list published?
What do you mean? This is all time.
Okay, so nothing current.
It could be current.
Because
depends on what the body of work is. Whether they're still going or not.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're all retired.
I understand. Mm-hmm. There's a certain pop artist that I'm thinking that's currently active.
Okay.
Taylor Swift.
Incorrect. She's not at that level yet. And Ray, you're going to kick yourself.
Okay.
Piano player.
Billy Joel?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Billy Joel, Ray. I thought you were going to be all over that one.
You said for the last one, and when you didn't gender this artist, I was like, is it a woman?
Well, I didn't want to gender it to make it, I'm going to tell you that she's way down on the list, Taylor Swift. So for future consideration, I'm going to tell you should not consider Taylor Swift.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
All right. 610-632-0975. There are many more famous people who are ahead of her on the list. It's the Mike Missanelli Show. It's on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Schwarber wins it for the National League. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. In the first ever swing-off in All-Star Game history, Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in 3 swings to give the National League a lead and eventually the win. Here's how that third swing sounded.
That's MVP material if he gets the third one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing. With the hat trick! Look out, Chop House!
Schwarber became the second Philly to ever win All-Star Game MVP, the first since Johnny Callis won the award in 1964. The win was just the second for the NL since 2012. Summer Sixers beat the Wizards 74-58 last night. His third overall pick, VJ Edgecombe, returned to action and scored all 15 of his points in the second half. They're back in action tonight at 8 o'clock against the Mavericks on ESPN. And tonight in Chester, Union hosts CF Montreal at 7:30. You can hear the live call of the game right here on The Fanatic. This update's brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety. Speed limits save lives. Speeding puts everyone at risk, and officers are out there to enforce the law. Ensure your safety. Take personal responsibility. Slow down and drive safely. New Jersey. I'm Ray Dunn on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
It is 12:54 in the afternoon on the Mike Missanelli Show. A humid day out there today. Very humid. Rain's going to be lurking all week. Our Fanatic deal of the week, however, head to Storybook Land. That's right. Historic Storybook Land, our Fanatic deal of the week. Half off tickets. Just go to our website. Of course, Storybook Land, for people that know, it's in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. It's a great destination for family fun with rides and attractions inspired by classic children's stories. This exclusive offer of half-off tickets while supplies last are on our website, 975thefanatic.com. Our 12 o'clock hour brought to you by Service First HVAC, offering 0% financing for 48 months, rebates and tax credits up to $4,300 when purchasing a heating and cooling system. Learn more at servicefirst.hvac.com. So I got to ask a question: are people struggling out there? If you grow your own vegetable garden, are you struggling this year? Because I'm dying. I planted 5 solid tomato plants of different varieties, and they are just sickly.
There was someone. Here we go. We had a texter say, "Mike, I have my jalapenos in pots, and they are doing great."
Wow, apparently you don't have critters in your backyard. I put my jalapenos in the earth, in my raised bed on the earth, kind of ground level. And I saw like 4 half-eaten jalapenos. Now, that's either a rabbit or some kind of chipmunk or birds, whatever it is doing it.
That's a hungry creature, too. I feel like that's a tough sell, the jalapeno.
I even
for substance.
I thought of any of the plants I plant, the jalapeno is safe because the hot pepper thing. So it's like when you put that hot pepper seed out for birds. Squirrels don't go for that.
No,
birds do, but squirrels don't,
and justifiably so.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that the squirrel that is eating this, apparently they like hot stuff. Or else they wouldn't have been touching it, right? But my tomato plants are just ridiculous. You can't grow unless you have good growing seasons. And the spring was miserable for growing. Then the deluge, and then the crazy heat, which baked the plants as they were moist.
Yeah, I mean, now they're drowning.
I wasted the whole summer. Every summer I have good intentions of a nice crop of tomatoes that I can jar for sauce. Nothing.
Not good.
Took away my hobby.
It's taking away my hobby. I like walking around the city. It's raining every night. I can't do that. I'm not an umbrella guy.
Did you go to Sips last week?
No. What did I have last week instead? No, it was a rare.
Oh, the kids love Sips, don't they?
Oh, I love Sips. Yeah. Big fan of Sips. Shout out to Pagano's.
Is that Pagano's? Is that the spot?
Pagano's is where I go.
That's where you go?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of stopping by there. And anywhere else afterwards.
That place is packed for Sips, isn't it?
And that's the best part, Mike. You want to meet people? Go to a place where there's a lot of people.
I guess. All right, let's get to text board. We got a lot of text on a lot of stuff that we've been talking about today, and we're going to regenerate some Eagles talk in the 1 o'clock hour. So what's the text board saying now?
A couple quick people chiming in on the garden conversation. Tell Mike my garden sucks this year, too. Too cold early in the summer, then too wet. All my plants are stunted.
It wasn't enough sun. And then it rained every day, which is not good. You can't have rain. You'll soak the roots. And then heat, which killed. Like, I planted some good new grass, too. And the heat baked the new grass.
That's no good.
I got brown patches all over the place.
That's why it's good for me to rent at this point in my life. We got some people that are chiming into the Scotty thing and comparing it to what A.J. Brown said about winning the Super Bowl. That the winning the Super Bowl wasn't a great feeling as he expected. He didn't want to minimize the accomplishment. The next goal has to be sustained success and to acknowledge and appreciate your achievements and success. You can still find fulfillment in family and other things without belittling others' goals.
All right, there you go. Sustained success. That in itself is incentive. That is fulfillment. When you sustain success, yeah, okay, you won one. It felt okay. It didn't feel like it was you were the king of the world. But what do? You keep going to get more. That's what you do. That's what your profession is. Like, I come in here every day and I try to do a good show. It doesn't mean it defines my life, but it defines a large part of my life because it's what I do. It's what fills up the day, what you do for a living.
We got a text here that I really found entertaining. Mike from Coatesville. Scheffler sounds like he's not a smart guy trying to say something smart about life, but it just came out all gobbledygook.
That is possible because it was certainly very confusing to me what he was trying to say. It's the Mike Missanelli Show. You're listening to it on WPEN HD1, Burlington, Philadelphia, BC Media Group station, broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studios, powering possibilities. We have some people that want to talk about this Scotty Scheffler thing, so let's go to Scott in Washington Township. Scott, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
What's up, Scott?
Hey, so let me start by saying I'm a huge Scotty Scheffler fan, but I'm going to be honest with you. After hearing that, I don't know how I feel.
It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
It's like all the fans that get wrapped up in these tournaments, and he's like, "Yeah, it's no big deal. Like, what's the point?" And not only that, like, think about his team that works for him. He's basically telling them all their work is for naught. It's meaningless what you do for me because it's not fulfilling to me. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
On one hand, it's not fulfilling. On the other hand, he's a maniac trying to win everything. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's such a conflict.
It's crazy because he is so competitive. At least he puts off that persona on the golf course that he's this ultra competitive guy. And then you hear him say stuff like, what's the point? It's meaningless. Like, who cares?
Scott, do you agree with this? That yeah. If it was somebody who wasn't as successful as Scotty Scheffler who would say that, I would take more stock in it because it's like saying, like that guy Damon. Like it's not as important. Like, I'm not obsessed with golf. Blah 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 blah. And he hasn't really been. He really hasn't gotten rich from it. But he admits it that it's not important. This guy wants to win every tournament like a maniac, and then he says it's not fulfilling. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, man. General knowledge question.
100%.
General knowledge question for you. What sport has matches that can last several days?
Cricket?
Correct. Cricket is correct. Ray. The audience is ahead. 6-4.
It's true.
Ray, you need a correct answer here.
I would like one.
Ray? What 2010 Justin Bieber song was the most disliked music video on YouTube until being surpassed by Baby Shark Dance?
Baby Shark is the most disliked. That's funny. 2010, that's very early Justin Bieber. I'll just go with the chalk answer of Baby.
Correct. Baby is correct. Look at Ray. Keeping pace. It's 6-5. Wow, we have 11 correct answers today.
Been a good day.
It has been a real good day. All right, let's go to, Scott in Washington Township. Oh, no, he's on hold. Let's go to Glenn in Willow Grove. Glenn, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What's up, Glenn?
Hey, Mike, how are you today?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So the Scotty Scheffler thing, I kind of found it odd, and it's like if you had a job that you were super successful at, you're at the top of your game, do you quit? Do you stay and just make the paycheck, or do you leave? So what is he going to do? Is he just saying, like, I don't want to play anymore because I've hit the precipice of my career?
That's what I'm saying. If that's the case, then quit. Then walk away and say, you know what, it's not that fulfilling.
Exactly. I mean, the juxtaposition of it is that you look at a guy like Tiger who, like, literally lives and breathes and everything about golf, and that's all his life has been. And Scheffler's at that level, yet his perception of it is completely different.
It is, but the thing about Tiger is that maybe he went the other way too far. Because his whole life was messed up, maybe because of his obsession with winning, and maybe that's the point Scotty Scheffler is trying to make. That I don't want to become Tiger, but to me, it's like, well, it's very strange for you to do this now that you're at the top of the heap. Now it's not fulfilling. Yeah. Well, you've already accomplished what you wanted to accomplish, so maybe you can say that without getting punished here.
True, and you look at a guy too like Rory who made the Grand Slam back in April in Augusta, and now he's kind of like avoiding the media and kind of like cooled off, and like he's not really talking too much. So it's like all these guys have all this different perception, but for Scheffler to come out, like, I don't know, it's just very strange.
Listen, here's the bottom line: we all work for a living, and some of our jobs are mundane, right? And so we don't become our work. Okay, we do it for sustenance. We do it to support a family or whatever. And we say, our job as that traveling salesman is not that fulfilling. It's really a pain in the ass. This is a sport that you were allowed to cultivate and become the best in the world. It's a sport. It's not like you're not on a rock pile and you become the best in the world, and now all of a sudden it's not fulfilling.
It's insulting to the guys who are on the Korn Ferry Tour, who are busting their butts every day just to try to make it to the big game on the PGA Tour, and he's sitting there on up on his pedestal, and these guys are struggling just to make a paycheck and just be able to get to the next tournament.
That's the first thing I thought about. What are all these people that are below him that want to achieve what he's achieved, that are working their butt off to achieve that? How do they feel about Mr. Pompous saying this?
Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
All right, man. Let me get to general knowledge for you. This is all-time. Oh, this is the all-time best-selling musical acts category. All right, the last one we did was Billy Joel. And Billy went Beatles, Garth Brooks, Elvis Presley, Eagles, Led Zeppelin, Michael Jackson, Billy Joel. The next best-selling band is a rock band with 83 million in sales. And I think they're on the edge of metal.
Metallica.
Incorrect. AC/DC is the correct answer. Uh-oh.
All right.
All right, man. Sorry about that. Ray? After AC/DC is another solo artist pop star.
Solo artist pop star after AC/DC.
Plays an instrument.
Plays an instrument. I'm just going to go with Elton John.
You are correct. Oh, man. Ray ties the score. Unbelievable.
I just went, well, Billy Joel, who else can I go in that ilk? Let's go Elton John.
6-6, Elton John, correct. 610-632-0975. Back after this.
Philadelphia, you
It's 1:11 in the Delaware Valley, and this is the Mike Missanelli Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, for the people who didn't hear the Scotty Scheffler thing, I want to play it again. But, also, there's some other golf news that broke today. Wyndham Clark, who played in the U.S. Open at Oakmont and was famous for stinking, but also for wrecking his locker, has been banned by Oakmont from ever playing there again unless certain conditions are met, Ray.
Feels like the right call.
The conditions are he has to pay a major fine to charity, the charity of their choice. He has to pay restitution for the damages, and he has to attend anger management classes. Now, would you, if you're Wyndham Clark, first of all, the Open won't return to Oakmont until way down the road in the 2030s. Would you take anger management classes just because you? I had a sneeze there. Would you take anger management just for the purpose of playing at Oakmont again?
I would say no.
You would say no.
No.
You wouldn't do that.
No, I mean, Oakmont itself kind of reverses any anger management classes you take. That course is so difficult that any sort of anger management you have likely will be pushed aside and boil back up to the surface.
Well, it shouldn't. You should be a professional about it. Wyndham Clark, obviously, is not a professional.
Listen, I'm not saying that he is justified to wreck his locker. I'm just saying that all those guys look pretty annoyed playing that course.
He's apologized for it, right? But you almost have to do it. You really almost have to do it. Oakmont is a storied course. You don't want that taint on your career. So you have to, whatever they say, you got to do it.
I'm paying the fine.
Yeah, you got to take anger management classes.
No, well,
You just can't pass away your troubles with money, Ray.
I apologized. I know I did wrong.
All right, they're saying, okay, if you don't take anger management classes, you're not coming back here to play.
And I say fine.
And if we have another Open here, you're not going to play any Open. And suppose you're you're on a really good roll, and you're going to play in the U.S. Open.
And suppose you're out of golf.
Well, you could be out of golf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you got. Meanwhile, you just got to do what you need to do before you're out of golf. So, I wouldn't want to be banned from a golf course because of my anger. I would like to wipe that slate clean.
Ideally, in this life, I'd like not to be banned by a golf course.
Okay.
I'm not going through all that to get back to Oakmont.
You have no respect for the storied, hallowed grounds of Oakmont.
I do. It's a very historic course.
I don't think you do.
It's already humbled me once. Now it's trying to humble me again?
Well, yes. Yes. Suppose you want to play Oakmont one day. You're in Pennsylvania and somebody invites you out there.
Oh, guy like me, after I destroyed a locker there, I wouldn't be caught within 5 miles of that
that's what I'm saying. To wipe the slate clean. They're offering you a chance to wipe the slate clean like it never happened. They're expunging your record.
And I would rather records be expunged that aren't golf course. Like this is not something that I'm going to want my record to be expunged for.
That's what he does. It fulfills him, right?
Does it?
Yes.
Not all of them are fulfilled.
It fulfills him to be a professional golfer, or else he wouldn't do it.
If he doesn't do it, is he not fulfilled by golf?
These people that say, I'm not fulfilled by golf, then why are you a professional golfer? It's nonsense.
You could realize you're really good at golf. Be like, wow, I could make a living doing this, and it's better than making a living doing something else.
You know how hard it is to make a living playing golf? You have to be beyond exceptional, which means you have had to work your butt off to get to a point where you're that exceptional.
Which he realized that he was good, kept following through with it, and was like, oh, I can make a living out of this. And then after you make a living about it for a long time.
But then you win, and the only thing that's important, you have dinner.
But, Mike, if someone realizes they're really good with numbers and they go into the business field and whatever field that is that can utilize numbers really well, they work their way up, they make a ton of money. Yeah. They might not be fulfilled by the fact they could do numbers really well. They just happen to excel at it and make a living.
Because doing numbers isn't fulfilling. Playing a sport is.
Maybe he does, legitimately.
Playing a sport is fulfilling. It's a sport.
How many NFL players say they enjoyed?
You're working on a rock pile.
But how many NFL players say they enjoyed basketball better, or basketball players that enjoyed football better, but they were better at the sport?
They don't really enjoy it better because they're making a living at a sport that they love and they like.
That they don't love as much. Like there are people that are good at things that don't get fulfilled by them. That's a real thing.
You're confusing real life with fantasy playing a sport life.
This is real life. He's a real life person.
Yeah, I understand it, but he's also playing golf. Like a traveling salesman who has to make money to exist is not fulfilled by his job. But a golfer should be fulfilled because you're playing a sport. At the end of the day, it's a sport that's fun.
But that traveling salesperson could be incredible at sales and make a ton of money doing it, travel the world, and someone else doing another job could look at that and say, wow, look, they made a lot of money. They're really good at their job. They've now traveled the world. What a life that must be.
No traveling salesman is fulfilled. None. There's nobody that's fulfilled. People that do regular jobs have to do regular jobs. Nobody's fulfilled by their job.
I would say there are people that are fulfilled by their job.
Like how many? What's the percentage?
I mean, I don't think it's a huge percentage.
You ask people if they're really fulfilled by their job. Their jobs are getting up in the morning, working the 8 hours, coming home, blah, blah, blah. How many lawyers I've talked to that are miserable?
Oh, I believe it.
We had one right here.
Yeah. Coming up at 2 o'clock. I mean, I'm not telling you that the entire world, that 95% of the world's fulfilled by their job. I'm just saying that it's more than likely the way you line it up about all of the world being unfulfilled by their work, it's more than likely there are athletes that feel that way about their job as well.
Yeah, well, okay. Then quit and join the regular workforce. Can we hear from Scotty again? I just want people to hear it closely. I want to know what your reaction is to this. What is he trying to say here? Are you on the side of, well, yeah, he's revealing his heart? Or are you on the side of, what? Here.
To win the Byron Nelson Championship at home, I literally worked my entire life to become good at golf, to have an opportunity to win that tournament. And you win it, you celebrate, hug my family, my sister's there. It's such an amazing moment. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to eat for dinner? Life goes on. Is it great to be able to win tournaments and to accomplish the things I have in the game of golf? Yeah. It brings tears to my eyes just to think about, because it's literally worked my entire life to become good at the sport, and to have that kind of sense of accomplishment, I think is a pretty cool feeling. To get to live out your dreams is very special. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not out here to inspire the next generation of golfers. I'm not here to inspire somebody else to be the best player in the world, because what's the point? This is not a fulfilling life. It's fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest places of your heart. There's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world, and then they're like, what's the point? Showing up at the Masters every year, it's like, why do I want to win this golf tournament so badly? I don't know, because if I win, it's going to be awesome for about 2 minutes.
Then don't play. I'm gonna get you one hand. He goes, I got tears in my eyes just thinking about it. When he won the Byron Nelson tournament, and then for 2 minutes it's like, what do you have for dinner? Like, what are you trying to say here? Mike Missanelli Show continues after this.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Schwarber wins it from the National League. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. It's brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. When you need a new water heater, choose one that is built to be the best. Choose Bradford White. And the first ever swing off in the All-Star game, Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in 3 swings to give the National League a lead and eventually the win. Here's how the third swing sounded.
That's MVP material if he gets the third one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing off.
Schwarber became the second Philly to ever win the All-Star Game MVP, the first since Johnny Callison won the award in 1964. The win was just the second for the National League since 2012. The Summer Sixers beat the Wizards 74-58 last night. His third overall pick, VJ Edgecombe, returned to action and scored all 15 of his points in the second half. They're back at it tonight at 8 o'clock against the Mavericks on ESPN. Tonight in Chester, the Union hosts CF Montreal at 7:30. You can hear the live call of it right here on The Fanatic. This update is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Learn more at mbusa.com/dream. I'm Ray Dunn, the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
7.5 The Fanatic on General Knowledge Wednesday, where the prize today is a $100 gift card to Primo's Hoagies. And we're coming down to the nitty-gritty here, where we have a tie. Ray 60, audience 6. And, of course, the winner will be selected at random of all the people who get a correct answer today. We have a lot of people who want to talk about the Scotty Scheffler thing. A lot of text on it as well, Ray. And a lot of calls on hold. We have a text that's notable.
Scotty is obviously just saying his life isn't defined by how good he is at golf. I don't even watch or care about golf, but I think we need to look for his side of the story in all of this.
What is his side of the story? What do you mean? What was his side of the story? All he had to say was, yeah, I really like winning, but, my life is also my family or whatever. The way he phrased it was like he was ungrateful. Like it doesn't mean anything to him. And you can't say on one hand that how important it was for you to achieve at this level and then all of a sudden turn around and say, it's not fulfilling. Well, then quit.
Texter chimed in, Scotty should just go into real estate.
Sure. Go into real estate. Why not? You could retire. You don't have to do anything. You can wake up, have another baby, play with the kids, whatever. We'll see how quickly you get bored with that. Let's go to the phones. We got Vince in media. Vince, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Vince.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Vince?
Yeah, I don't think anything... it's not much. I don't think anything new is said today. I think he's just trying to communicate it in an emotionally intelligent, like 2025 pop psychology kind of way. And I think all he's saying... No, seriously, all he's saying is the biggest cliche in sports, which is we've all heard everyone say it, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Tiger, I hate losing more than I like winning. So to him, it's the journey, it's the climb, it's all that stuff. But once you get to it, it doesn't matter. It's over.
Okay.
A.J. Brown just said it. A.J. Brown just did it.
Yeah, okay, stop doing it then. Stop
he likes doing it.
Oh, he does?
By the way,
yeah.
Guess who is fulfilled in sports? Joel Embiid and Paul George. Guys that stop achieving after they get a contract are typically the ones, like guys in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, when they're trying to climb the mountain of life, they're hungry and they're hungry and they're hungry, and they never stop.
Yeah. Well,
and the guys that stop, we hate.
This is completely different because that's an individual golfer whose whole livelihood depends on how well he plays. With Embiid and George, it really doesn't matter. They're getting a $60 million contract. They don't have to play for their supper. Scotty Scheffler does.
Fair.
So guys on a team sport can flat out quit if they have the security of a contract.
Yeah, but I think the main thing that you guys are all confusing is the two words gratefulness and fulfillment. He's grateful, but the fact that he's not fulfilled is actually going to keep him winning. And that guy who called it said he has a team behind him and he's going to let his team down. His team knows his psychological makeup, and they're grateful for that because they know that he's going to keep winning until he can't swing a golf club.
It just seemed like an awful weird thing to say, the way he said it.
I agree. It's kind of like he's trying to be all like, emotional
Is he trying to be self-deprecating? Is that what he's trying to do? Like I don't know. I can't figure out what his point was.
No, I think he was trying to communicate that, like A.J. Brown did, and a lot of these athletes do. Even Jalen Hurts said it. It's like, all right, we just won the Super Bowl, but it felt different than even they had expected. But you don't win if you're consistently winning golf tournaments. You win, like the guys who win 5, 10, 20 in their career. You win more than you win Super Bowls. So he's just experienced it earlier.
I don't understand the people who say that it wasn't what they expected. What did they expect? They got lauded in a parade.
But you're the same way. You're successful in your life, and anyone could say the same thing about you or anyone that's been successful. It's the exact... If you're ambitious in your 20s and 30s, you're not going to be fulfilled in your 20s and 30s. You're going to be fulfilled in your 70s when you look back and say,
I was pretty fulfilled in my 20s. I
mean, you were maybe happy, but
I was fulfilled.
You were still thirsty to get better and be bigger.
Me. I don't know that I was. I just my whole life was by accident anyway. I didn't aspire to be a sports talk host. It just happened. I don't know. It just seemed very weird.
There's exceptions. Exceptions don't make the rule, I guess.
All right. Let me give you a general knowledge question. We're in the category of people with D initials.
D or B?
The D as in David. The wrestler also known as The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson?
That's correct. All right. There it is. We got, let me see. This board is so confusing, right? That's Vince?
That's Vince. He's on hold. We got him.
Vince is on hold. Okay, so now that makes it the audience has 7. Ray has 6. Ray, here's the question. Lead singer of the band Blondie. Oh, no. Call me. Come on. Blondie. What's her name?
Is there a Blondie sitting outside?
Blondie. Debbie Harry.
Oh. No. Had no clue.
You had no clue.
Absolutely no clue.
You never heard of Debbie Harry? You ever heard of Blondie?
I've heard of Blondie.
That's Debbie Harry. She was blonde.
What?
Well, it was called Blondie.
Yeah, no. Fan of Blondie. Fan of Blondies. Don't know Debbie Harry.
All right. We got Bill in Summit, PA. Bill, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Bill. Hello, Bill. Bill. Is that an empty telephone line? Let's put Bill on hold there. See if we can grab him. Meanwhile, we go to Steele in Steele in Scotland? Steele, you in Scotland?
Can you hear me?
Yes. You in Scotland?
Port Rush, my friend.
What are you doing there?
What do you think, Mike? Look at the calendar.
Are you playing golf in Scotland?
It's called the British Open.
The British Open's in Ireland, isn't it?
That's Port Rush. Did I say Scotland?
You said Scotland. It's in Ireland.
I
Are you in the right country?
And the beers are flowing.
Oh my God! You thought you were in Scotland? That's hysterical.
It's all the same.
Oh, Steele, you got to lay off the Suns in the middle of the day here.
Oh man, Mike, I'm in the Mecca of golf.
Oh, that's cool that you're at the British Open, man.
Oh, it is so cool. I'm blessed. I really am, and I don't take it for granted. I don't care what Scotty Scheffler said. That doesn't mean anything to me. What means a lot to me is when is the next Mike Miss Open?
Well, I don't know. I've only been back for a little. I've only been back now. It's coming up on a year now. We haven't had any plans for the Mike Miss Open, so I don't know. I'm merely an employee here. I don't do the promotions.
Mike, do you know how long I can grow a beard in a year?
I'll tell you what. Start growing it now, and maybe by spring we'll have the Mike Miss Open.
I misspoke. Port Rush, Ireland.
Port Rush, Ireland. All right. Steve.
Listen, my friend. I live in Ocean City.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky enough to have a couple bucks in my pocket as military, being a helicopter pilot, and beautiful family, five beautiful daughters.
Ooh.
But I could definitely retire here.
Really?
Yes, my friend. This is
a lot of people say that, and it's nice to be there. And then
have you ever been, my friend?
Yeah, I've never been to Ireland, but I've been to Scotland. I've been to England, and it's nice because it's different. But I don't know. The familiarity with America. After if you spend a month there, maybe you get a little homesick.
Well, that's that's why you have family. You kiss your family and your lovely wife, hopefully. Yeah. So you don't get homesick. You don't.
Yeah. All right. Listen. If you got the family
I
of
hate
it.
to say it, but in the states, I used to say, what did I say? The Lake Tahoe area was God's country.
Yeah.
Was God's country.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Port Rush, Ireland. All right, boys. All right.
What are they calling you to the golf course? You better get there.
No, they're calling me in the bar, my friend.
Oh, they're calling
I
you
love
in the bar?
I got to go.
Ah, you got it.
I'm not worried about him being homesick. I'm worried about him being sick off the booze tomorrow. Jeez Louise, I can smell the alcohol from here, Steele.
Did Steele get off the wrong plane?
Oh, my goodness.
They're having a good time, man. They're at the British Open.
Oh, I don't blame him. If I were going to Ireland, I'd do the same thing. I just might not call a radio station while I'm doing it.
He's in Port Scotland.
We sure he knows where he was? Port Russian. It was Port Rush.
Yeah, I don't know,
he's in
man.
God's country. He's in Scotland. He's in Ireland.
Bought the wrong ticket. 610-632-0975. Back after this.
We want to hear from you.
The Fanatic. We started talking about the Eagles today. One thing I wanted to include here, Jeff Mosher, our good pal, did a synopsis of the disrespect that Jalen Hurts has gotten from national pundits. We went over the ninth, right? He was ninth amongst the NFL quarterbacks by ESPN. They ranked him 9, which is ridiculous. Let's see, who else? CBS Sports had him 7th, behind Mahomes, Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, and Justin Herbert. Again, with the Justin Herbert, Jaden Daniels. Geno Smith was ahead of him in the ESPN one. NBC Sports. NBC Sports of Chris Sims. Class. See, he has
This is bad. This is very,
he has
very
no
bad.
credibility when he talks about Jalen Hurts because it's obvious he doesn't like Jalen Hurts, and he has him ranked 10th, with Baker Mayfield and C.J. Stroud and Matthew Stafford ahead of him, and Jaden Daniels. Now, see, a guy like that, he shouldn't be allowed to do that. It's just silly. It's so personal to this guy, the Jalen Hurts hate.
It's become his shtick. It's his thing.
It's a joke. It really is. He's got Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, C.J. Stroud, Justin Herbert, and Baker Mayfield ahead of Jalen Hurts in his ranking. Now, it's downright laughable and silly. Is it not?
Yeah, it is silly. I like Mosher in there, a great line at the end, because I think Sims put him in the Truth Hurts category for him.
Yeah, Truth Hurts.
And the Mosher line at the end of that story cracked me up about the truth on Chris Sims.
Yeah,
Which,
truth on Chris Sims was he had a 7-9 record, and threw 2 interceptions in his only playoff game with no TDs and had a 56.7 passer rating. It doesn't matter how good of a player he was because nobody who's a great player does this for a living, mostly. But if you have a silly take, it's laughable.
Yeah.
And that's a silly take to have him 10th. And ESPN, I'm shocked, has him 9th. Enough of that. The Eagles camp less than 2 weeks away. We were analyzing the offense for me. Harry Douglas, who is also an ESPN pundit, I will let Harry tell you what his main concern with the Philadelphia Eagles is.
I'm going to go with offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. And I want to go back to 2024, the year they just won the Super Bowl, right? The first 4 games of the year, they were 2-2. And Jalen Hurts in each one of those games either threw the ball 30 or 30 or more times. Kellen Moore understood that, okay, that had to go down a little bit. We need to run the football, lean on Saquon Barkley, lean on our offensive line. Now with Kevin Patullo coming in being the offensive coordinator, is he going to realize that, hey, I need to play towards my team's strengths and not towards their weaknesses? Is he going to run the football? Is he going to get pass happy? All these things are some of the things I'm looking forward to when the Eagles start the season off, the first game of the year versus the Dallas Cowboys.
It's another silly take. Kevin Patullo was there. Kevin Patullo saw the transition they made. He saw Kellen Moore utilize their strengths. So, it doesn't make any sense what Harry just said. But on the other hand, if you got half a brain, you realize, maybe this year they're going to buckle down and try to stop Saquon. So I've got to ready myself for that possibility. I already have it known. I mean, we can run the football anytime we want with Saquon, unless they're putting extra emphasis. And they're putting extra emphasis. That opens up some other stuff that we can do. He's got the easiest job on earth, in my opinion, Kevin Patullo. It's the I see it the opposite that Harry Douglas does.
I mean, it's a pretty, given all the talent, I remember, 2 years ago, I forget who on the station was like, this is a dummy-proof offense. It does kind of feel that way. Now with Saquon as Barkley,
it does. And the only thing you have to adjust to is if they put extra emphasis to stop him, and then you go, okay, well then I can use the flat here, or I can use the slant, I can get the ball to Saquon in space, I can use play action if they're going to put guys in the box. There's so many things that you can do as an offensive coordinator. When somebody gives you a look that you can exploit, usually you have plays to exploit it. Let's go back to the phone. Steve in Gulfport, Florida. Steve, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What's up, Steve? Hello, Steve. Hello.
Hey, how are you, Mike?
Hello, Steve. How you doing?
You got me? Sorry, I had to take off the Bluetooth. I had to take out the Bluetooth.
Yeah, we got you.
I'm good, thanks.
We got you.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the Phillies prospects.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Tai is someone they consider to be untouchable?
Who? Tai. Eduardo Tai. Yeah.
Tai?
No, I don't think that he's untouchable. He's a 19-year-old kid. I don't think he's untouchable. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen him play a lot. I think he's a great hitter. I don't know if he'll eventually end up as a catcher. He's kind of like a big thick guy. I don't know if he end up at first base.
Well, they certainly
or maybe
need
a DH,
they
but I wouldn't mind getting rid of him because by the time Real Muto's out.
Listen, the way I look at it, they certainly need to have a catcher in the system, right? And it would be nice to keep him. But if that, he's a marginal prospect at this point because he's so young. And I got to sign JT for at least 2 more years. So I'd like to keep him in the system. Maybe he could take over in a couple of years. But if he can't be part of a deal that you turn down. If somebody's asking for him and you can better your team, he's got to go. Still there, Steve?
Yeah. And originally I was against trading Painter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Originally I was against trading Painter. I've seen him pitch down here a few times. I don't think his command is all there. But I feel like this year is probably our last chance to win with this core group of guys.
Yeah.
By the time he is up in the majors 2-3 years from now when he's an established starter, I think our window is going to be gone. So get the best what you can for him now to win a ring this year.
I mean, I don't know. I would like to keep Painter. I think you can get what you need with other prospects, and I don't think it would cost Painter. But, you talk about this window. Is this window really closing? I mean, let's face it. They're going to have pretty much these guys for a couple more years. Like you said, a closing window, you have to sign Schwarber again, and you have to re-sign JT Realmuto. So you're going to come back next year and the year after that with pretty much the same team. Is the window closing?
Same team that's already considerably into its 30s?
Well, I'm talking about, you have to. I mean, Bohm's going to be back. Turner's going to be back. Stott's going to be back. Harper's going to be back. You got to re-sign Schwarber. You got to re-sign JT Realmuto. I mean, Castellanos has 1 more year. You might be able to do something in the center and left field for next year, but it's pretty much the same core.
I mean, Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, and Realmuto, 32 plus.
Yeah, I know their age, but they're going to be part of the team for the next couple of years.
Yeah, but Howard, Rollins, and Utley were all a part of 2012, 2013, 2014.
Yeah, and it went downhill.
Right.
Yeah, it did. But let's look at what you can or can't do. Would you not sign Schwarber?
I'd sign him.
Or would you not sign JT?
I told you I'm exhausted my options before I just commit to that.
What are your options?
I don't know, but I'm going to look into the trade market when the offseason comes around.
I don't think you could do any better than JT Realmuto. I really don't.
And I don't think this pitching staff's going to let you, but he just got his OPS over 700 for the season.
I get it, Ray, but even if you're a mediocre hitter as a catcher, that's better than most catchers that people have. There's like a couple of catchers that are any good.
But next year is his age 35 season. As a catcher who catches more games than most catchers across baseball, at some point those knees are shot.
Listen, I get it, but you can't do any better.
I know, but you're telling me that you would re-sign him, and
I would.
Most likely, I'm going to end up coming around to that point in November when we look around at what's happening in the offseason, who's there, and say, yeah, that's the way it goes.
Listen, you might be right. I go, look at catching around the league. Oh, my God. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Like, Will Smith is the best catcher in the league. He's a 250 hitter. Like, there's nothing great about Will Smith.
I got you when it comes to the catcher position and hitting the baseball. I'm totally there with you. But you asked me if the window's closing. Part of that's a 35-year-old catcher that you say we have to pay, that we most likely will have to end up paying.
I think you have to pay him because you have no other choice. I hear you on the age, I'm loath to sign a guy who's 35 years old with a contract. I have to. I got a guy in the minor leagues that's 19 years old. Who knows whether he's going to be ready. But if I get JT for 2 more years, maybe it gives me a chance to get that kid ready.
And this team, we've already talked about how concerned you are about Harper's wrist. That's something that's reoccurred. Harper, throughout this entire window of contention, has been in and out of the lineup because of various ailments. Like, this is a team that's getting old.
Okay, so I'm saying they have to come back with the same play. You're telling me the window for efficiency is closing.
I'm telling you the window's closing because it's hard to imagine guys in their 30s.
You don't think they're still going to be good, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that you have this year, potentially next year. Like, my window is basically as long as Wheeler and Harper are top-end talent in the league.
I hear you. When I say the window's closed, I think that for the next couple of years, they're still going to be a contender. They might not be the team that gets over the top. They would have to add. I get it. But I don't see any room for, like, the window closing to me means they're going to be without these players. They're not going to be without these players. These players are all going to be with us for a couple more years now.
Oh, yeah, but I think you have to capitalize on the window before you get to the back end of the Harper, back end of the Turner, back end of the Nola. Like, when you're paying these, like, right now you're paying these guys premium contracts for these years.
Yeah.
These are the years in which they're supposed to be producing for you. You gave this long-term contract, so they signed here and maximized your chance right now. Do I think year 11 Turner, year 10 Turner is worth what they're going to pay him? Probably not. Year 13 Harper, is he going to be worth it to pay him? Probably not. But he's worth it because he's giving you premium production right now. Like, you have to maximize basically until Wheeler retires. You have to maximize this team.
Yeah. I get you. All right. Our winner today was Scott from Washington or for Washington? Washington Township. Scott from Washington Township was our general knowledge winner today, and he wins a $100 gift card to Primo Hoagies. Thanks to our friends at Primo Hoagies. They dropped off some trays for the staff today, for everybody here, not just 97.5 The Fanatic, all staff members. Make sure to enjoy free delivery every Monday in July and August when you order online at PrimoHoagies.com or on the Primo Hoagies app. Must be a Primo Perks member. And remember, it's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Coming up, the man who just loathes the Phillies manager, Bill Colarulo, our good buddy, with Ricky Patalico on Unfiltered. And Bill dropped his head in here, and he was still holding on to the fact that he would rank Rob Thompson as the least trusted manager in this city.
Thompson's got a pennant. Tocchet hasn't coached the game.
Unbelievable to me. But anyway, stay tuned for Bill and Ricky and Silvana. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for participating and listening. And we'll check you out tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.